Hey, what's good, champ? Oh, man. I feel terrible. But that is all right, because we're gonna do some lawyering things. We got a really hot magician that we gotta save, so we're gonna do that, I guess, because he's innocent and not because he's attractive. That would be weird. I honestly don't know if I remember anything. Even though it's been like 4 days, I genuinely don't think I remember anything about him or about his case. But that's okay. We'll figure it out as we go. I can remember it on the fly. I'm good at that kind of thing. We probably won't get this like chapter done today. I have a feeling we'll probably get through the trial and then day 2 investigation, and then that'll probably be where we end it. We'll have to see. I mean, well, obviously it depends on how long it takes, but if we can get to the trial, we can get to the trial. But I'm unsure. I have a feeling, based on how things have been going, that we probably won't. Probably get stuck doing more for another day of it. That's fine. I'm not trying to rush through it or anything. But that's just what I expect. But I know the game cannot be seen right now. Do not worry. I'm just pulling up the load game menu. Or the continue menu, whatever you want to call it. I don't think I have anything special. Though actually, I forgot to check. I need to go check the Twitch VODs. Specifically, where is it? There we go. D stuff. Make sure that I didn't mess up this time around and actually set it for the correct day. Cool. Considering it already has views and whatnot, I'm assuming that means it will. Oh, it's still processing. That's interesting. I mean, I know why it's still processing. It's because I do editing in the YouTube uploader thing, or like directly in YouTube. Which, I mean, by editing, I just mean I cut out dead air on some stuff, but. So, I forgot to check that. Wanted to check that real quick. Looks like everything's good. I still gotta go back to the timestamp stuff on that, but that'll be later. So, I got nothing, so let's get into it. Big top turnabout. Select the loaded save data. Yes. While I'm into Twitch menu. December 29th, 9:43 a.m. District Court number... Defendant lobby number 5. Let me do that with my creator dashboard really quickly. I want to make sure that our goal is currently correct on where it is. It's kind of awkward because like constantly flipping around with how many points I have. It is correct. We are at 2 points. Okay. Just want to make sure. I'm not scamming. I'm not lying. Oh god. How did I voice that? Morning, Max. Max? Milk. What? If I don't have a glass of milk before I go on stage, I just can't function, sweetie. Stage? Don't worry, there won't be a stage. All you have to do is sit down. I guess. Nick? Max is really nervous. That's understandable. Hey, my sweeties. What? You don't think I should fly, do you? Huh? You know, you got to make a good first impression. Then I enter the room. Maybe I should fly in and warm the crowd a little? No. You can't be having you flying around the courtroom. It just wouldn't be right. Imagine if you hit someone. Don't worry, Max. Just do what Nick says and everything will be okay. Oh, sweetie. What's this time, Max? Why don't you try flying into the courtroom? I can see it now. The dashing young lawyer flying fabulously in from above. A glimpse of that, and everyone in the room will be on your side. Max, really? No one needs to fly today. Nick, what's with that look in your eyes? I like the sound of that dashing young lawyer flying fabulously. I was hoping we'd get a picture of it. It'd be hilarious. This phoenix floating in the sky like a real phoenix. It'd be hilarious. Anyway, September 29th, 10 a.m. District Court, courtroom number 2. Oh, look at her. Another case of one... The what? Your Honor, get on with it. Oh, sorry. I just realized that the defendant's name is Billy Bob Johns. So... Well, is the defendant also known as Maximilian Galactica? Yes, Your Honor, he does often go by that name. You know, my grandchild is a huge fan of his. I think everyone here wouldn't mind if we called the defendant Maximilian Galactica. Sounds more friendly. I wonder if that's our, or if that is to our advantage. Miss Von Karma, your opening statement, if you please. I hope you didn't bother thinking you'd win this one, Mr. Phoenix, right? Eh? That spirit channeling trial was a sham. I refuse to acknowledge its legitimacy. Yeah, of course you will. It did not count, do you hear me? She must still be upset about what happened last time. You have no chance. Zero. Zilch. Nada. I'm not losing this case. Why, you ask? Because it is not in the nature of a Von Karma to lose at anything. Just being born with the name Von Karma is a free pass to be arrogant and annoying. Watch and learn, Mr. Phoenix Wright. I'll show you the textbook procedure for proving how absolutely guilty you are. Me? Guilty? What are you talking about? It will be my ultimate revenge. So I have to go bring her dad back. There, opening statement complete. Let's hurry and wrap up this waste of time. Very well, you may call your first witness, Miss Von Karma. Mr. Dick Gumshoe, get up here. Now! Jeez, calm down. Just calm down. Sorry to keep you from work, as I'm sure you need every penny you can earn, Detective. Don't mention it, it's no trouble at all. I've been looking forward to this. Very well, I would like you to begin by shedding light on the events in question. At your service, sir. All right, Detective, you may proceed with your testimony. Oh, God. Details of the events. The night of the crime, snow was falling until 9:40 p.m., making it extremely cold out. All of the circus performers were gathered in the big top to practice their routines. The practice session broke up around 10 p.m. The murder itself took place in the plaza in front of the lodging house at 10:15. The victim was found bent over a wooden box that is a doornail. Cause of death was blunt force trauma that snapped the vertebrae in his neck. It's unfortunate. I see. He was beaten to death. Here's the autopsy report for the victim. The report accepts as evidence. At 10:15, caused blunt force trauma to the back of the head. Blunt object. Very well, Mr. Wright. You may begin your cross-examination. Yes, Your Honor. Oh boy. I don't even know where to begin with that. Alright, what is... Picture the crime scene. The special silk hat from the crime scene for Max. The documents regarding Max's salary negotiations. The poster Maya stole. Man, he is fabulous. This broken bottle he hit Ben? That was his name? Yeah, Ben with. Okay. Map for the circus. Money the monkey. Takes shiny things. A specific ring. T to R. Autopsy. I just look at all these wonderful characters. Like Mao! So we'll start by pressing everything. me ask you about the snow. It was nearly a blizzard up until the time of crime. Did it pile up? It wasn't such a big deal. Maybe about 1.5 inches was on the ground. The snow froze in place and stayed on the ground until the next day. The snow. Let's see, there's gotta be more to this. What's the matter, Nick? Let's take a look at the court record. Mr. Gumshoe, what were the members of the circus doing on the night of the crime? They're all doing their routines. You say all of the circus performers? What do you mean? Everyone but the dancers and staff were there. Regina, the animal tamer, Mo the clown, Ben the ventriloquist, and of course the defendant, Maximilian Galactica, and his victim, the ringmaster. Oh, I almost forgot. Regent the tiger was there as well. Out of curiosity, what about the circus monkey? When I was investigating yesterday, he happened to snatch my wristwatch. Detective? I want to file a police report after these proceedings. After the practice was over, where did everyone head off to? Gina was playing with Regent while Mo went back to his room, tired from work. Ben the ventriloquist went to the front gate, absorbed in his own world. The ringmaster and Max went off to the ringmaster's room to talk privately. Talk privately? That's awfully suspicious. Wouldn't happen to know what they were talking about, would you? It seems they were negotiating Max's salary. Actually, Max was asking for Regina's hand in marriage. I'd like you to be a bit more specific about the events at 10:15 p.m. Okay, no problem, pal. We got a witness that told us how the whole thing went down. Ow! This is totally meaningless. Time to move on. Alright, we'll just have to revisit that testimony later. Gumshoe, would you mind telling us how the victim met his end? Wooden box. A wooden box? That's right! The victim must have been carrying the wooden box when he was killed. Carrying the box, huh? It was a rather strange wooden box, Your Honor. What do you mean? Well, it was heavier than it looked, not to mention it was locked. Box, you say? A box? The victim was hunched over this 20-pound box. It was a small but strong lock. It's maybe my only chance, so I might as well ask some questions. Well, he wouldn't know about the contents because the box is locked. What about the lock? If the box was locked, how exactly was it locked? Well, it had quite a sturdy lock on it. It took quite a bit to open that bad boy up. So, when you found the box, it was locked, correct? Yeah, it was. Some of the forensics team took it back to the precinct to crack it open. I see. Continue, Detective Gumshoe. This is the bone first trauma. Snap the vertebrae in his neck. According to the autopsy report, the murder weapon was a blunt object, correct? You've done your homework, pal! And you haven't found this murder weapon, have you? The police are searching for it as we speak. And my theory is that it's something the perpetrator ran off with. You would think so, especially since you didn't find it on the scene. No. I bet he made it disappear with magic. There wasn't much that we could go after Gumshoe at this time. He gave us the facts as he saw them, but there's gotta be more to this. I didn't see anything. But that's why you're the lawyer and I'm the medium. Right. I wanna know more about this box. What was inside? You mind telling us what was inside that box? Well, when we found the box, it was locked tighter than Fort Knox. So we took it back to the station and cracked it open. All that was inside was this little bottle. Bottle? What is that, Detective? Exactly what it looks like, Yana. It's a condiment bottle. What's inside the bottle? It's filled with pepper. Pepper? What in the world was it locked in that big box? One little bottle? A huge box? That has some sort of special meaning. A small seasoning bottle. And inside the wooden box, the victim was hunched over. It contains pepper. It looks more like salt, but whatever. Well, I think we have a good feel for the details of the event now. Guess that's all we're gonna get out of Gumshoe in this case. You know, we're gonna get out? Oh my god. You mean all we're gonna get out of him is that little bottle of pepper? Now that we have wrapped up with the detective, I'd like to call my next witness. Hey, I'm not even off the stand yet. Obviously, but that's due to you being slow and unable to take a hint. I don't know, but wrapped up has such a mean sound to it. I'm a sensitive guy. Thank you very much, Detective Gumshoe. You may step down. Miss Von Carmichael, your next witness. I'd like to call Mr. Benjamin Woodman to the stand. Talking about Ben the ventriloquist. I wonder if Trilo will show up on the stand as well. I have a feeling Trilo will... Yeah, I have a feeling Trilo's going to be on the stand more than Ben is. You state your name and occupation for the record? My full name is Trilo Quist. I am employed as an operatic tanner. Excuse me? The witness called to the stand... Oh my god. The witness called to the stand was one Mr. Benjamin Woodman, ventriloquist. That robe must be cutting off your circulation. I said I was a singer. Maybe you don't believe me. Fine. I'll grace you with the song. Me, 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 me. The world of the law, exciting and daring, guilt or innocence. Decided by a judge dressed up like a woman. Well, what do you think? Kind of good rhythm. It's just the lyrics. They leave something to be desired, so to speak. Trilo, you know better than to insult the judge. Shut up, you look at your nose. You would think you'd have a sense to fix it. So ugly, I want to punch you in the face. On the off chance swelling would help. I can read. You know your nose is the reason you'll never be an A-list star. So we just really enjoy saying everything that flashes into their minds. What's going on here? Order, order. I demand to know what the witness is. What witnesses? Don't worry about me, sir. I'll let Trilo handle this. I'm not worried about you one bit. I'm worried about getting testimony. You won't get anywhere trying to figure out this witness. Now let's proceed. Okay, Von Farm, jeez. I look at Trilo with his little smug look. He's so smug. Once practice was over, I left the tent with the clown. Once we got to the lodging house, I ditched him and went back to the plaza's entrance. That's when I saw Max heading toward the scene of the crime. He was the only one heading that way. How could that punk not be the killer? Then the police showed up and took Magic Boy away. You saw Maximilian Galactica heading towards the scene, you're sure of that? Without a doubt. He had on a silk hat cloak and the dumb white rose on his chest. How can you mistake someone with that crazy getup and his nose stuck up so high? That's enough. I think we all get the picture. Just one thing, you said you ditched the clown? That's right, dress boy. Well, since you went with him, couldn't that mean the clown committed the crime? He's got a point. What a shame. It was a nice theory, but the clown can't be the culprit. Why is that? Here's absolute proof. Silk hat? This was found at the scene of the crime. It belongs to the defendant. Ah. Without question, he was wearing his signature hat during practice. If the clown was murdered, there would be no reason for this hat to be at the scene. The clown was the murderer. Well done, Miss Von Karma. Prosecutorial skills are unrivaled. Well done. Thank you for stating the obvious. Mr. Phoenix Wright, what do you have to say? Okay. Guess she's the boss again today. Whatever. Not a lot here. Clown, you're talking about Mo. Of course I'm talking about that old fart. He's so pathetic, I can't stand him. A little bit of exercise and his makeup's running all over the place. Once practice was over, he was 9/10 of the way to killing over for good. Poor guy. I didn't have any choice, so Ben took him back to his room. When it comes to being a first-place loser, that guy's the head of the pack. Look what happened. It's kind of a lodging house. Ditched him. Where's the plaza's entrance? Do some thinking, of course. It's awfully cold out that night, especially with all the snow around. Thinking in your nice warm lodging house would have been a better idea? Mr. Phoenix Wright, I think you should leave the thinking to the witness. Well, I'm a good thunker. At least my teachers always said I was. Sure you are, Phoenix. Are you sure it was really Max Galactica? Of course I'm sure. How could you mistake someone wearing such a snobby three-piece getup? Snobby three-piece getup? The wax that he is lawyers nowadays. You're like talking to a brick wall. Max's three-piece getup? Jeez, could you be any more dense? All together now. Silk hat, cloak, white roses. Thank you. Nick, I think you should put on a little bit... Nick, I think you should put a little bit more effort into preparing your questions. That's not very nice. You tell Max and only Max, right, Carl? That's right. That makes him the killer. There was only one other person headed that way that night. That makes quite a bit of sense and makes Max one suspicious character. Clearly a story that meets the eye. Is something amiss in this? There's no proof it was Max. Wait a second. There's no proof that the witness saw Maximilian Galactica. Hey! You still don't get it, do you? I saw what I saw. It was Max's three-piece joke of a costume. Alright, let's say it all together now. Silk hat, cloak, white roses. Thank you. I think you should study up on your celebrities, Mr. Wright. Right, they're getting shut down by a toy. Just because he was just because they were wearing a three-piece getup doesn't mean it was Max. What time did the police arrive at the scene? I suppose it would have been around... Hey, what time was it? I think it was around, I'd say about 10:30 p.m., I think. It just ended at 10, so you hung around the lodging house the entire time? I guess that sounds about right. Wasn't it awfully cold? I can't believe you just stand outside in that weather. Well, the truth is... You shut up, you big-nosed dope. Why ain't telling him anything extra? Why can't you believe that we just stand inside in the weather? Well, maybe you were waiting for someone. What? I said we were waiting for someone. Mr. Phoenix Wright, we can all do without your offhanded theories. But this witness, he's cracking under the pressure already, and I'm onto something. Mr. Wright. What do you suppose the witness was waiting for out in the cold that night? Probably waiting for Regina. Well, if he was waiting outside in the cold, it was for one person. And one person only. He was waiting for the animal tamer, Regina. What? We're waiting outside for Regina to come back to the lodging house. Am I mistaken? Is this true? Well, you asked me that question. Who cares who I was waiting for that night? What's important is what I saw, don't you forget it. Well, the puppet may be a bit stiff, but he's right. Eh? It seems that at this stage I have no reason to doubt this witness's testimony. And there are clearly no conclusive contradictions. He's right. A brilliant judgment, Your Honor. Let's move along with the testimony. Chad wouldn't happen to have an ulterior motive for incriminating Max, would he? Oh, Max is part of that bitter love triangle with Regina. It's probably why Max conked him over the head. Nick, was it Ben the one who got knocked over the head? Yeah, I think so. I don't know anymore. It was Max, or it was okay, whatever. It was Ben, he's the one with the head. I think this is the one where he says something about... Yeah, are you sure it was Max? I would say it, thank you. I saw Max and only Max. Then only saw Max? That's strange, don't you think? What's strange? She only saw Max? Doesn't it seem like you should have seen someone else as well? What? Where are you going with this, Mr. Wright? What else do you suppose the witness could have seen? Well, he should have seen... He should have seen Russell. Because Russell would have also gone there. Around the same time. That's the victim. That's correct. If Trella was at the entrance to the plaza, he should have seen the ringmaster as well. Ah! Obviously, the ringmaster arrived at the scene of the crime before the witness. could have seen him? No sense could figure that out. What are you talking about? The Ringmaster and Max went together to the Ringmaster's room. Is that according to the defendant? A likely story. Maximilian Galactica was supposed to be in the Ringmaster's room. Why was he, just as the witness stated, at the scene of the crime? I see. Alright. There's obviously a reason why this witness was there that night. He spent all that time waiting for Regina to arrive. Moreover, even if someone else would have walked right in front of him, I doubt he would have paid them a second thought. Ah! Ooh. That makes perfect sense. What did you just say? The witness saw the defendant at the scene of the crime? However, he did not see the victim on the way to his eventual demise. If you accept that, then you must accept that there is a high likelihood that he could have missed someone else other than Matt. Ah! There's absolutely no proof that the witness was waiting for the animal tamer. I guess you got me. Alright. I'll spill the beans for real this time. It's true, I was waiting for Regina. Hey. Don't volunteer things. Mr. Quist, tell the truth this time, and I mean the whole truth. What do you mean you're not waiting for Regina at the entrance of the lodging house? I was waiting to propose to her. T to R. Trilo to Regina. You were what? Waiting to propose? She's 60. What's the matter? You think that humans have a monopoly on marriage? The matter of a puppet marriage is not under review in this case. You're the judge. I mean, look at your horrible outfit. Poor Bane. Thanks to your bumbling, my perfect plan is not so perfect anymore. I don't have to waste time getting to the bottom of some silly proposal by a puppet. About the proposal? Don't be so surprised that I was going to propose to Regina. I even had something to give her. I kept it in my pocket, waiting for the chance to propose and give it to her. Of course, I also had it in my pocket that night. It was a present for her. In the end, I wasn't able to give it to her, so I still got it in my pocket. I highly doubt that. You were going to propose, you a puppet? Don't be so obtuse. Just because I'm a puppet doesn't mean I can't love. I guess you're right. Just because I'm old doesn't mean I couldn't propose to her too. Exactly. His honor's looking a little less than honorable right now. Okay, Mr. Wright, please continue with your cross-examination. What did that sign mean? I don't know, Maya. But also, the fact that the judge just said that he wants to propose to a 16-year-old? Kinda gross. Anyways, I don't think I even need to question it. Oh, really? Is this not actually true? I guess I need to press it, though. Okay. I thought that would have been it. I thought just saying, hey, I have the ring right here. So, you're still thinking of trying to give it to Regina? Of course I am. I spent 3 months' salary on this thing. I'm not going to give it up that easily. I hope she receives for appearing in the circus. Probably way more than he deserves. How about it, Nick? I think there's about time to unwrap this twice testimony. Swear, Nick, give him heck. Judge has that dazed and confused look again. Maybe he should go out more. By proposal, you mean proposing marriage, correct? To Regina? Of course, that's what I meant. What kind of stupid question is that? I was going to propose that we become some sort of outlaw biker gang together. Right, Ben? Yeah. Got it, that's the truth. And what was it exactly that you planned on giving her? You know exactly what I was going to give her, numbskull. The only thing I could find that could match Regina's beauty. Answer the question. What was it? You ain't gonna die when you hear this. It's an engagement ring. Engagement ring? Oh, those two nearly fell out of their chairs. Mr. Phoenix, your joke has gone too far. It's time for this to end right here. Cisco's whip looks like it's about to lash out on almost anything. And then from that thing, we'll probably shut someone up for a long time. Pain equals bad. That's a great option. Pain equals bad. I'll push further, though. It may be something of a joke, but this is a historic moment. First time that a puppet has ever proposed to a human, huh? I advise you to cut this argument short. I'm going to have to agree with the defense here. The witness please revise their testimony. Simply about the engagement ring. I'd like to stick to facts, not sociology. I do enjoy slightly the details, especially for a man in a black bathrobe. Shut up, Trilo. I plan on giving an engagement ring to Regina. Engagement ring? Uh-huh. It's actually a diamond-shaped stone cut from glass. The real thing, I think Regina's going to love it. It's just a ring. What's the matter, Nick? Well, it's gotta be something I can catch him on. Yeah, I have the ring. Whose pocket was the ring in? Mine, of course. What a stupid question. You're kidding me. Think Ben can pull that off? I'm sorry, really. You don't have to apologize for that. He's the one who should be apologizing. Really? So we went to the lodging house to give it to her? That's right. I tried to give it to her during practice so many times that I lost count, but... Uppity snob kept getting in the way. Uppity snob? He couldn't possibly be talking about me, Maximilian Galactica. When I get a hold of him, I'm gonna saw his woodblock in half. And not with magic. I always say that love creates rivalries. So what about this present? I wasn't able to give it to her, I still got it in my pocket. It's now the time that I present the ring. No. Oh my god. Like, I clearly present the ring. I should probably save. There we go. Okay, I was just ahead of the curve. Trilo, mind if I show you something? What is it? What are you talking about? Uh-oh. I think they're going to double team me now. You recognize this ring? Ah, that's mine! Give it back! Thief! Thief! Didn't you just testify about this very object? I believe you said, in the end I wasn't able to give it to her, so I still got it in my pocket. Why then do I have it right here? Ah! What is going on here? That's... Ben, say something. Hey, don't put me on the spot like that, child. I found this in Money's... Money's room? Where they put money? Like a bank vault? Oh, that filthy monkey's gonna get what's coming to him. Mr. Quist, I would prefer if you avoided slandering innocent fiats in my court. Well, Your Honor, Money really is a monkey, in every sense of the word. Oh, I see. Well, Money likes to go after the shiniest things he can find and gather them up. Shiny things? Trilo? When was this ring stolen from you? Well, I suppose it was that time, you know, that night of the crime. What did you just say? Details. I need more details. Well, I was stolen right after Max showed up in the plaza. Right about when you saw the defendant walk past, correct? Well, guess you might be able to say that. The ring might have, well, it could have been taken around that time. Ooh. Ah, yo! Ooh! Ben, what's with you? Oh, whatever. That's nothing to do with anything, especially not who committed the murder. It's not for you to decide what this, or what has to do with what. Now, Trilo, back to the topic at hand. I haven't admitted a thing. Not I, Mr. Trilo Quist. What did you do when the ring was taken, Trilo? You know exactly what I did. I chased after that ring-snatching monkey Money. But you weren't able to catch up with him, were you? Well, this slow, loafy fool called Ben's fault. He was fumbling his way through the snow. That dumb monkey was able to get away. That is indeed an incredible shame. Well, this does indeed improve one very important point. What point? What point could that possibly be? His testimony is a flaw. Also, he doesn't exercise enough, but that's not really related here. There's a huge contradiction in the witness's testimony. Contradiction? The witness just testified to the following effect. After the police arrived, he didn't move from the entrance to the plaza. However, the witness just stated that he chased after Money the monkey. When the witness was off chasing the monkey, there was no one watching the plaza. What's the meaning of this, Mr. Phoenix Wright? Where are you going with this little theory of yours? I'm saying there's no possible way that this witness saw the plaza the entire time. That's where I'm going with this little theory. Leads me to my next point. It's entirely possible that someone other than the defendant was at the scene. Ooh. Interesting, Mr. Wright. Well, then tell me this, Mr. Wright. Mr. Phoenix Wright. Do you have any proof that something slipped past this vigilant ventriloquist? Well, we obviously didn't see the victim, the ringmaster, arrive on the scene. However, that doesn't change the fact that he saw the defendant arrive. The witness is lying. He's blinded by his rivalry with Max. Well, the defense's argument does hold water. This witness does have a history of animosity towards the defendant. What? How dare you? I wouldn't lie just to get the dork face in trouble. He's not even worth it. I saw him, no doubt about it. I saw that worthless liar. Well, just for clarity's sake, let's flesh out exactly who you saw on that night. I've told you so many times. I think you'd know my story's not changing. You change your story, stick boy. I'm sure it will change some more. And this one fact, there are usually many more behind it. Exactly, Maya. That's why I have to keep after him. Yeah. Witnessing Max. I'll give you that I was waiting for that night for Regina. But it doesn't change the fact that I saw Max in the plaza that night. He showed up after I'd been waiting there for about 5 minutes. I said good evening to him, but he didn't even acknowledge my presence. I'm absolutely sure it was him. I saw Max Wayne Galactica at the scene. There's no way I could mistake someone wearing those 3 ridiculous symbols. Just because he's wearing the symbols doesn't mean it's him. So that means the money. That money didn't show up until after you saw Max? That's right, money ran up less than a minute after I saw Max. Money snatched the ring and you went chasing after him? How long was it until you came back to where you were waiting? Well, let's see, I'd say about... I suppose 5 minutes, I think. So the victim could have arrived on the scene in that 5-minute stretch. Miss Wright, please proceed with your cross-examination. I think I know where this is going. I think I know who the real culprit is, too. But we'll see. So you were only concerned with waiting for Regina that night. I mean, you probably wouldn't have even noticed if someone else showed up. You should think about how many eyes I actually have. Got 4, you know. 4, F-O-U-R. Apparently that, of course. That many eyes, you really think someone would slip by me? 4 eyes has an awful lot of attention directed at one area, I suppose. It's just even more dangerous to our case on Trilo. Huh. So you saw Max coming in the big top that night? Of course, that's where I saw him coming from. I was staring at the entrance of the tent the entire time. Guess that makes sense, especially since he was waiting for Regina. Well, what time did you say these events took place? One of the dumbest people on the planet if you can't figure it out yourself. How do you know the prize is finished promptly at 10 p.m.? You already know that I went to the lodging house right after practice. You don't need to be a brain surgeon to know around what time it was when I saw him. Just add 10 more minutes. I'm sure you can do it. And what time was it? Indeed, what time was it? What time was it? Let me think about that for a second. Ah! I'm no good at math. It's 10:10 p.m. Ah, yes, that sounds about right. That's about right because that's the time I saw Max on the scene. So you testified that you said good evening to Max that night. I also enjoyed asking incredibly obvious questions. You say good morning in the morning and good afternoon during the day, right? And it's obvious that I'd say good night to someone at night. What then? You got something to add? Let me guess. That's not it, Trilo? You said good evening at night? I'm sorry, Trilo.
Mr. Quiz, I would prefer if you keep your ventriloquist act outside of the courtroom.
Impossible. The performer lives and breathes his performances. You should have known better.
Could be something wrong with this bit of testing. I mean, Ben is half of the comedy. But to say, but Ben's pretty little act is coming off a bit stale. Should have a probus to review. Ah! You're trying to pass yourself off as a professional performer, are you? Don't get so wrapped up in yourself, Mr. Phoenix, Wright? You should know better. Ah! Ow! Oh, that hurts! I should have set him straight. You may proceed with your testimony, witness. I mean, I know what option it's like, but... I'm 100% absolutely sure of what you just said.
I told you already. Jeez, I'm 100% absolutely sure.
There's no way that he could be any more confident than that, right? These three ridiculous symbols, huh?
Out of curiosity, I think how many times have you asked that question by now? I'm gonna ask again, I'll answer with the chorus. Everyone together now?
Silcat, Clove, White Roses.
Thank you very much.
Maya, you didn't have to join in, did you? But it's fun shouting out to everyone else. There has to be a hole in the sesame somewhere. I agree, but do we have the proofs to make something stick? What can you just try, right, Nick? Gotta have something that will prove useful. Alright, time to get to work. Oh, whoops. Wrong one. Good evening.
I'm sorry, Drilo.
Is that a bit strange to you? What do you mean? Well, if you hate Max so much, why would you even bother being nice to him? Strikes me as somewhat strange.
Why would it strike you as strange?
Exactly, how is it strange to be cordial to one of your co-workers? Well, if it was simply just being cordial to a co-worker, I would understand. Ah! That hurt. Maybe you should think of having some proof before your lips start flapping next time? Proof is everything in this world. You should have learned that back in grade school. Oh, Trevor would ever say something nice to Max. How do I go about proving that with evidence? Nothing is everything in this world. I'm sure you already learned that one. I guess I can give it a shot?
Witness will do assess.
You said good evening to him? Rob? I'm a little lost here. I'm not entirely sure what I want to do here. So, we're gonna save just to be safe, because I need it. I mean, maybe? I mean, he was hit over the head with this, right? Well, his Ben was, not so much Shiloh, but... Okay, cool. Yeah, right, because, like, why would he be nice to some dude that beat him over the head with a bottle? Shiloh, was it not true that you had a fight with Max on the day of the murder? A fight? A fight over Regina, to be exact. It wasn't that big of a deal, it was just an argument. A disagreement at most. A disagreement usually doesn't end with something getting plonked over the head. Ah! That morning, Ben got clobbered over the head by Max, didn't he?
What? Is that an admission of assault and battery? Ah!
Before we handle that, we should wrap up the defendant's murder charge first. The truth is that on the day of the crime, the defendant and witness had a huge fight.
There's absolutely no way they would have suddenly become cordial that evening. Moreover, just consider the personality of the witness on the stand. There's no way a puppet this lewd would just up and say good evening to his rival. Are you seeing this witness as lying? He's trying to frame the defendant by claiming that I've seen him at the crime scene? I didn't tell a single lie, honestly, I just... That's enough from you, Mr. Quist. Mr. Wright? Yes, Your Honor? Let's clarify this testimony for the court. Can you explain your theory what the witness actually saw that night? He saw a different person, clearly. Despite that the witness did indeed see someone that night. It was just someone else. That's who he said good evening to. What kind of theory is that? The correct one. Furthermore, I don't believe the person the witness saw was Max at all. What? He had truly met Max that night. There would have been no greeting at all. Because there's only one proper answer. The person the witness saw that night was not Maximilian Galactica. That was why Trilo made the effort to greet whoever it was that he saw that evening. Or, good evening, as he put it. What in the world, Hugh? Would the defense couldn't explain who it was Trilo saw the evening? Well, probably wasn't Regina, because it would have been, like, fawning over her, right? It was probably Russell. Since we already know where Mo is. He went back into the cabins or whatever. The only other person there is Ben, so it would have been Russell. Considering the ill temper of the witness, there's only one person he would greet. It must be Regina. It's Regina, right? She's so cute. No, Your Honor, it's not Regina. So she's like 16, you're like 80, probably about like 50 or 60. Come on, dude. No. Don't put yourself in jail. If it was Regina, Trilo would have given her the engagement ring as a present. Oh, yeah, I suppose you've got a point there. It was Russell Berry, the victim himself, was it not? You are correct. It was indeed Russell Berry. The person you saw that evening was the victim, the ringmaster, Russell Berry. That's why you greeted him, Trilo, isn't it? Correct? Isn't that correct? Answer the question, Mr. Quist. Order! How do you respond to this? Well, wait a second. Well, at first I thought it was the old man, but once I got a better look at him, it was obviously Maximilian Galactica. I think it is high time we clear the air about this question. Mr. Quist obviously witnessed a single person in the area of the plaza that evening. The problem was identifying exactly who that person was. Was it Maximilian Galactica? Or was the ringmaster, one Mr. Russell Berry? The prosecution argues that it was the defendant that the witness saw that night. The witness has clearly stated that he saw the defendant's 3 symbols. 3 symbols? Alright, this is getting old, come on, man. You gotta remember them by now. Here we go again, everyone, all together now. Ah! Yes, we know. The silk hat, cloak, and white roses. The silk hat and the cloak? Anyone could wear them. Didn't even look good on me. What was that? Well, the witness has endlessly repeated that he saw Max's 3 symbols. However, how do we really know it was Maximilian Galactica? It could have been someone else dressed up as him. That's what I was saying. Possibly even Russell Berry. What? Oh, God, that's score. Miss Von Cardinal. You have clear evidence that the person the witness saw was the defendant? Well, if that's the case, then it is impossible for her to make a judgment at this point. Yes, I think we finally want a point on this one. That is very... unfortunate. Huh? You're just a little too excited for your own good, Mr. Phoenix, right? What do you mean by that? You merely established one thing from this witness. You established that this witness saw one person on the plaza that night. I applaud you for your effort, but... What? Who that person was can only be answered by the next witness. Huh? Your Honor, the prosecution will provide, beyond a shadow of a doubt, an answer to that question, and evidence that clearly establishes one thing. That there is no other than Maximilian Galactica responsible for this crime. Oh boy. Very well. The court will take a 10-minute recess. During that time, I request the prosecution prepare their next witness. Court is now in recess. Ooh boy. That was a little rough. Mostly because I had forgotten some of the things that I needed to remember, but I got back to it. And it took almost 2 hours. November 29th, 11:54 a.m. District Court, Defendant Lobby, for 5. So sweet. Well, you have to believe me, I didn't go anywhere near that crime scene. So then, where were you when the murder took place? We talked about it yesterday, remember? I was in the ringmaster's room. And right there, it was the ringmaster who left the room, right? Exactly. He told me to wait in the room because he would be right back. That's when the ringmaster headed to the scene of the crime, right? That's what it seems like. But the ringmaster must have been wearing Max's costume, right? Oh, sweetie, I just remembered. I went straight to the ringmaster's room, still dressed in my stage clothes. But when I got there, I went ahead and took the costume off. Which means that the ringmaster could have taken his costume and went out looking like that. Fabulous! That's a fabulously possible possibility. Well done, Nick. However, sweetie, why would the ringmaster want to dress up like me? Isn't that a bit strange? If you think about it, all they found at the crime scene was my silk hat. What about my cloak? Where did that go? Double, Wow, Max, I never thought of that. Should be a detective or something. Well, I was never quite sure what to be when I grew up magician and a president. You have no idea how hard it was to make a decision. That's really cool. Fabulous. This mystery just keeps getting deeper. He makes a good point, though. Where are all the other things? The roses. November 29th, 12:06 p.m. District Court. Courtroom number 2. Now that everyone is back, let's get started. The court is now back in session. Mr. Karma, please proceed with the prosecution's case. Very well, I will now call my next witness. A pitiful clown with the unfortunate distinction of having seen the entire thing. Will Mr. Lawrence Curls please take the stand? Why did she just call him a pitiful clown? Tell me Mo's real name was Lawrence. The witness will state his name and occupation for the court record. So, West Philadelphia, born and raised. Name and occupation. With space from the court, why are you speaking autobiographically gibberish? Oh, I'm sorry. I'm just not used to being in court. I've never been in a courtroom in my life. I wasn't sure what joke is best suited for this sort of occasion. What the world are you talking about? We're in the Grand Hall of Justice, not some comedy club. It's easy to see your occupation. You state your name for the court. Oh, yeah. Maybe this joke is okay. Mom, do I have to wear pants? It suddenly says no shirt, no shoes, no service. Oh, God. Okay, how about this? Have you met my proctologist, Dr. Seymour Butts? How was that one? But a couple of clowns who were up to no good, sort of make it shut. Is he just gonna go through the entire... Oh, that's hilarious. I love him. Your name. Lawrence Curls. Special funny man, also known as Mouth Clown. You witnessed the scene at around 10:15 the day of the murder, correct? Yes, it is. Very well, Mr. Curls, please testify to what you saw that evening. A rabbi, a priest, and a Rastafarian walked into this plaza. Without the humor, please. Okay. Oh, poor Mo can't be his normal stoogey self in court. Of course his name is Lawrence Mo Pearls.
aka Larry, Moe, and Curly. The Three Stooges. It's Larry, right? I know it's Moe and Curly. Is it Larry? I'm actually gonna look that up because I don't. I think it's Larry. Larry's the other Stooge. Everyone knows Moe and Curly. The Three Stooges. Yeah, Larry. Yeah, so I it is Larry, Moe, and Curly. Man, his name really is just the Three. He's attorney names, man. That's the best. All right, what do you witness? I know. I'm not the greatest comedian in the world. I haven't been able to make people laugh for 10 years. No matter what I say, all I get in return is a vacant stare and polite applause. Since no one ever laughs at my jokes, I've taken to laughing at them myself. It's a bad habit, but hey, at least I'm trying. Imagine my predicament. I'm a clown who can't make people laugh. I'm almost useless. But I keep trying. I even tried to come up with jokes just for today. But this atmosphere is very nerve-wracking. I decided to try to make everyone laugh. Seriously, everyone. What do you think of me? How am I doing? Aren't we the ones supposed to be asking the questions here? Witness? Huh? We will listen to your call for help after the court proceedings are over. Just please stick to the facts of this case. Really? You really hear me out? Well, I'll make sure that one of my staff will be your straight man later. Thank you, I can't wait. Or don't you? Yeah, though. I was like, we were just assuming it's Gumshoe, but yeah, it's gonna be Gumshoe. Now that that's settled, shall we begin once again with the testimony? Honestly, Gumshoe would probably love this dude. He'd probably be like, oh my god, he's so funny. Of course we can. I'll talk for as long as you want. What you witnessed. For real this time. The night of the murder, after practice was over, I went straight back to my room. You have no idea how tired I was that night. I was pooped. I thought I'd go straight to sleep, but before I did, I glanced out the window. That's when I saw two silhouettes. They were a bit far away, though. It was the ringmaster, and he was with Max, who was wearing his cloak. I kept watching them, and all of a sudden Max clonked the ringmaster over the head.
That's very interesting. If this eyewitness account is to be believed, I have enough to pass judgment right now.
Oh yeah, take that bow, Queen. Of course you can. There's no way that this account can be criticized.
However, the witness is a bit, how do you say, off-kilter? Feels like he has some sort of atmosphere of guilt surrounding him.
That must be because of my insincere smile.
Mr. Wright, please begin the defense's cross-examination.
Yes, Your Honor. Nick, you've got to find some kind of contradiction in his testimony. I know that.
Mr. Wright,
Your Honor?
I'm afraid that if you push this witness too far, I would bring disaster upon the court. Thus, I sincerely hope you are not going to engage in pointless saber-rattling.
I understand, Your Honor. Because this clown to stray from the facts, I'll hold you responsible. Why am I responsible? I'm not the one with the corny jokes. Alright. Well, let's start pressing, I guess. Lieutenant Price wrapped up around 10 p.m., correct? See, that's the thing. Huh? How exactly am I supposed to make a joke about 10 p.m.? Now, 8 o'clock? That's something the clown can riff off. Let's just pretend it was 8 o'clock. That way I can make a great joke. Let's not. Let's not make it 8 p.m., alright, Mo? What do you mean, let's not? Don't take the clown out of the clowning around. Come on, Nick, just listen to his joke. There are 3 reasons why I don't want to. 1, I probably won't laugh. 2, I'll get hit with a penalty. 3, I'll get whipped. Will the witness just proceed with the factual testimony? You are so boring. I know how tired I was. You were pooped then. Yeah, I was very tired. Not to mention I had some bad Mexican food. What? Double cheese. Double bean enchilada is a dangerous menu item. What happens after that? They say happens. What? That one was cool, huh? Hey, the kids really love toilet humor these days. The joke was so hip, I don't want to ruin it with a reply.
I've got a good reply, though. That joke was so funny, it just turned into a penalty. Oh, God. Okay. Whoops, that was an accident. Just happened to glance out the window? You could say that. I'd also say I peeked, stared, glimpsed, peeped, eyeballed. Mr. Curls. Oh, I guess synonyms aren't allowed either. Well, what should I do? I wonder if I should press him further on this issue. Keep pressing. Nothing. Why did you look out of your window that night? Why? Why? They don't need a reason to look out the windows, do they? That's not what I meant. I meant that, well, when we spoke yesterday. Once I had tucked myself into bed, I heard this amazing noise. It was incredibly loud. It was like a giant thump. Oh yeah! I forgot about that. You forgot? Your Honor, the witness looked out of his window upon hearing a loud sound. He did not simply just glance out of his window that night. Oh yeah, that's right. I forgot to mention that thump, didn't I? Ah! That's something you just forget to mention. Yeah, what she said. I believe it would be best if Mo were to revise his testimony.
Very well, Mr. Curls, please revise your testimony.
Just start turning the tables in our favor. I heard a huge noise outside the window, and that's what made me take a look outside. What does that sound like? Well, I guess it kind of sounded like, I guess you could say, Mr. Curls, may the court remind you that humor is unnecessary. I thought you know I was gonna make a joke. I guess the sound sounded like a... It sounded something like someone getting hit with something very hard. Yep, that's what it sounded like. Honestly.
Someone getting hit.
What then? You went to look out the window and you saw... I saw the two silhouettes. They're a bit far away, though. He was with Max, who was wearing his cloak. I'd say you clearly saw this, even though you were, by your own admission, far away? That's right! I'd been thinking about it over and over since that night, but things didn't really make sense until I spoke with the prosecutor, Miss Karma. But now I'm 100% certain that it was Max and the ringmaster that I saw that night. Just think about it. How could I be wrong if Max is always wearing his uppity symbols? Uppity symbols? Well, he is nowadays. Do you even have to go to school anymore to be one? Alright, everyone knows what to do. All together now. Say it with Uncle Mo.
I feel so petrified.
See what I mean? It's always like this. Cat never wants to go along with me. Must really be utterly and completely worthless as a clown. Yowza! Enough foolishness. Get back on track.
Will the witness please testify as to what he saw and only what he saw?
Max clonked the ringmaster over the head. You say you saw the ringmaster get clonked over the head? Yes, I did! It's the climax of my story. This is a completely random non sequitur. What would you say the victim was struck with? You mean the weapon? I have no idea. The weapon wasn't found at the murder scene, right? That's not what I meant. You did say you did see everything, didn't you? Well, yeah, I suppose I did. Wait, no I didn't. I didn't see a weapon. Mo, did you or did you not see the crime of the murder committed? Or the crime of murder committed that night? I mean, I will not permit you to harass my witness in this manner. But I have an excellent reason for attacking this poor clown. Because if you don't, you know what is waiting for you. A nice penalty. That's a bit melodramatic. So will it be then, Mr. Phoenix, right? Do you have any clear basis to believe that my witness did not see the crime? Of course I do. I've got a great reason to make my claim. And I suppose you'll be telling us all that great reason? Of course I will. The reason is... the witness's very own testimony. Yeah.
What was the meaning of that, Mr. Wright?
He said that he heard a loud thump, like someone was getting hit, and then looked outside the window and saw somebody getting hit. What? You already saw, like, you already heard it. You looked outside and saw him dead.
Mo said that he heard a sound like a thump of someone getting hit.
He did say that.
However, Mo just said the following under oath. I kept watching them, and all of a sudden Max clonked the ringmaster over the head. If Mo is to be believed when he says he looked out the window upon hearing the sound, there's no way he could have seen Max clonk anyway. In 1974! What? Or 1972?
Mr. Carls, how do you respond to Mr. Wright's assessment?
I didn't commit. These clowns promptly escaped from a maximum security clown car.
Mr. Carls, you're reciting C-Team theme to anger this court.
Oh, no. I'm just all the time while I jog my memory. Great job, Nick. Oh, I see he's doing the A-Team. These types of witnesses always seem to have a selective memory. You just have to peel back the layers of clown makeup to find the truth. Well,
Well, you're back from your jog.
well, pretty much happened the way I say.
Pretty much?
I looked out my window that night. The ringmaster was already face down in the snow. The prosecution helped me fill in the gaps of my statement. On karma. Tampering with witnesses again.
So now you were saying that you did not see the defendant clonk the ringmaster.
Yes. When I looked out my window, the ringmaster had already checked out.
Checked out.
Yep. He was on permanent vacation, as they say.
Mr. Carls,
Your Honor?
you did not witness the actual crime. However, you say you saw the criminal, correct?
Yes, exactly. The ringmaster was slipped over and I saw someone's silhouette next to him.
Very well, then please testify to the silhouette you saw. I expect the truth. If I even catch a hint of a joke from you, put you in a holding cell until you learn court etiquette. Got it?
Got it.
Oh, poor Mo.
It was a bit far away. Or it was a bit far away, but that shadow could have only belonged to Max. There's no doubting it, especially since I saw his uppity symbols. His silk hat, that black cloak, they were all there. His face was silhouetted, but there was no doubt that it was him. His cloak was fluttering in the wind, so I couldn't really see what he was carrying.
Well, it does seem as if the defendant was at the scene of the crime.
Took the clown long enough to get his facts straight. But whatever, this should finally be good enough, yes? Oh man, sorry, I'm just chugging water.
It is decisive testimony.
Was Max really at the crime scene that night?
He said he wasn't there, and you have to believe in that. Alright, Mr. Wright, commence your cross-examination.
Well, that's a lot to go on here. And Mo, don't give me more penalties, man. We're on thin ice. I don't need more penalties. I messed up earlier. Don't you think you're going a little overboard with how explicit you're being? That shadow belonged to Max is an awfully firm statement, don't you think? What are you getting at? I'm just saying that one of your fellow performers' life is on the line here. Are you truly 100% absolutely certain that it was Max? I'm not the kind of person who would lie about something as serious as this. This is what I saw was Max, I'm convinced of that. Doesn't seem like he's jumping to conclusions this time. Let's go over this again then. What makes you so sure that you saw Max then? His uppity symbols. That's the same thing. If it was just the symbols, then even I could have been wearing them. What if someone had just taken Max's symbols and worn them? And I thought of that myself, but just looking at the shape of the face I saw, it must have been Max.
You're sure of that?
Such a silly little boy. Threw his entire case headlong into a trap. You're sure that is what you saw that night? Exactly as I said. Oh man. Exactly what I said. Exactly what I said I saw is exactly what I saw. It's such a weird statement. I've got eyes like a hawk. Don't boys have terrible night vision? But that's not all I saw. There's a silhouette, but there's no doubt that it was him. You're able to see that kind of detail from your window? There was a light near the scene of the crime. Anyone with decent eyesight should have been able to see that much. Out of curiosity, Mo, what is your eyesight like? I can see like a hawk out of my left eye, and an eagle out of my right eye. Our records say his eyesight is a perfect 20/20. This means he couldn't see the crime scene clearly.
The more I look into this matter, the more suspicious it becomes.
Hey, you asked me what my eyesight was like, not what I actually was.
That is true.
Fluttering in the wind. So you didn't actually see what the criminal was holding? That's correct. I've been curious to know what caused that loud noise. It must have been something incredibly hard.
Glad they haven't found a murder weapon to know for sure.
They claim it was a blunt object, but at least it says on the autopsy report. That's testimony and now Mo's. Seems like Max is the killer. Nick, you gotta find a contradiction in this. That's not gonna be enough. What? I have to prove that Mo saw someone other than Max that night. It's the only thing that will help. I've gotta do it. His symbols, the silk hat, black cloak, they were all there. What's in the courtroom? I mean, I would argue the cloak is purple, but, you know, whatever. The pleasant stooge of the plan. Oh, This is actually kind of a tough one. It is interesting that he doesn't mention the roses. So, do I really have anything that I could use for roses? I mean, maybe the poster, right? Because it does have the roses on there. And it is really strange that he isn't saying that the roses were there. Hey! You said you saw all of Max's uppity symbols. I suppose so. The silk hat and the cloak, right? Mo, everyone knows that Max Maglecki has 3 uppity symbols. 3 symbols? Yeah, everyone get ready. All together now. Silk hat, cloak, white roses. What the? Who cares if he knew that there were only 3 or not? He saw what he saw and he saw the symbols. He just forgot to mention them. Isn't that right, Mo? Do you like pie? I love pie. 3.14. Sentence fool, you were to respond with the whole truth, no fractions. Oh, shut up. Get out of here. That's not even a fraction. No, pie's not a fraction. Is it a... Well, I guess technically it is a fraction. But, like, it's not a fraction. It's pie. Like... Alright, look, just because it's technically a fraction. Or it can be written as a fraction. Actually, I guess can it be written as a fraction? Because, like, as far as I know, there's not a sequence to pi. Order, order! Mo, you didn't see the roses, did you? To be honest, there weren't any roses in the purse that I saw. The crime scene was dark. It's obvious it was too dark to see all the kind... and see that kind of detail. But the witness said he was able to see the silhouette of the criminal's face. The roses are white. There's no way he could have missed them. The roses must have fallen off and the defendant assaulted the victim. If that was the case, then the police would have found them near a crime scene.
Mr. Wright, these white roses truly material to the facts of this case.
Clearly not. He is just toying with this court. Got her on the ropes now. These seemingly insignificant facts have never failed to lead me to the truth yet.
Someone is toying with the court, but it's not me.
Your Honor, do you recall Trilo's testimony?
There's no way I could mistake someone wearing those 3 ridiculous symbols. How'd you mistake someone with that crazy getup and his nose stuck up so high? How'd you mistake someone wearing such a snobby 3-piece getup? Philo saw them all. Philo saw all 3 of Max's symbols. However, this witness claims that there were no white roses on the person he saw. There's absolutely no doubt that this is a contradiction. Now what am I supposed to think? One is supposed to disregard the pointless, but this... Judge, forget the roses. Think about the other testimony. He wants to say without a doubt that he saw Maximilian Galactica. Nothing else matters. Let's wrap this case up now. Your Honor, it may be trivial, but it does cast doubt on the prosecution's case. Jeez, this back and forth. Frankly, I have my doubts about this witness. It seems that unlike wine, this witness has not grown more mature with age. I'm not mature. I've come to a conclusion. I'm 99% certain this witness saw the defendant. However, the remaining 1% of doubt is quite reasonable. Which means that for my peace of mind, I'm going to request a bit more testimony. What? There are no contradictions in his next statement. I am prepared to issue a ruling. A ruling? Nick, this is your last chance. Oh boy, the silhouette, part 2. Oh god. Well, there's no doubt in my mind. There were no roses that night. However, all the symbols were there. I'm equally sure of that. Especially the silk hat. There's no way I forget seeing the decorations on it. It was around the entire time that he was on the scene. Mr. Wright, but one last chance at this. Just one chance? I will not allow even the slightest hint of badgering against this witness. You're going to prove to me there's a contradiction with Mr. Curl's statement. Better have at least a shred of evidence to back up your accusations. You got a single shot at this? I've gotta be careful. I understand, Your Honor. One chance is all I will need. I think I know what to do. I have a feeling it's probably just present the hat on the statement about the hat. Or about how he had it the whole time. Because clearly he didn't. But just to be safe. Quick save here. I'm fairly certain. Right? Because it was found at the crime scene, so he clearly didn't have the hat the whole time. Yeah. This wouldn't happen to be the silk hat you saw that night, would it? Yep, that's it. That's the hat he was wearing that night. With no question in your mind? Exactly how would one mistake a thing like that? I see. Is there some sort of problem, Mr. Wright? Miss Von Karma? Where exactly was the silk hat found? You always ask these questions. It was found at the crime scene. The crime scene? That means the silk hat fell off at the crime scene. However, the witness clearly testified to the contrary. The witness said that he was wearing it the entire time that he was on the scene. No! That's not true! Order, order, order! Mr. Pearls. Yes, Your Honor? What is the meaning of all of this? You don't know if I know better than to behave like this at a court. Hey, that's just not right. That's just harsh. What's not right here is your eyesight and your memory, amongst other things. What? Why are you being so mean to me? What did I do? Let me guess, you just didn't like my jokes or something, right? You didn't have to go and insult my eyesight or my memory. They're both great. Seriously, why? It's just you're sitting above me. No matter how old you get, I'm always younger than you. Ah! Enough of these childish outbursts, Mr. Curls. Who do you think you are? I saw him! I swear I saw him. It was Max! Even if he didn't have his roses, he was still wearing his dumb silk hat. I'm telling the truth! He turned into a bratty kid. It's pitiful, isn't it? He left the scene wearing that dumb silk hat. He was there. He left the scene? What's the matter, Nick? It's something I've been mulling over for a while now. Mo? What do you want? He just literally left the scene. Exactly how did the murderer leave the scene of the crime? What? He went... What do you mean, how did he leave the scene?
Can't ask me that. Mr. Phoenixford is badgering the witness, Your Honor. The witness's testimony is so full of holes. Mr. Karma's protest is useless.
You've got a point. Let's hear what this witness has to say on this matter. Is that right with you, little guy?
Don't talk to me like I'm a little baby. Besides, what kind of stupid question is how did he leave the crime scene? The answer's obvious. Just turned around and walked away. That's what I expected you'd say. You sure that's how it happened? Say what?
Oh, I'm not sure I know exactly where you're going with this. Why is nowadays shaping up to harp on the smallest things? Do you have any proof to counter a story as to how the criminal left the scene? Yeah, the photo of the crime.
Well, look at this picture. Every time I do, it makes me laugh. The problem is the footprints in the snow.
Footprints?
In this photo, we can clearly see the footprints of the victim. However, where are the criminal's footprints? They're there. Ay, 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 ay.
Interesting.
So, Mo, how did the criminal escape the scene? Your Honor, this witness has already proven that his testimony is completely unreliable. I move to strike all of this witness's testimony from the court record.
I agree. This clown's testimony is as rickety as the clown car he came to court in.
Wait just a second. This guy just ignore everything I've said. Fine, fine. I'll tell you the truth this time. You wait a second. I think you've said more than enough for today. That didn't hurt. I'm sick and tired of listening to you anyways. I'll give you the real deal this time, I swear. I don't know why, but I get the feeling things are gonna get worse before they get better.
Mr. Lawrence Kearns.
Yes?
Testimony you provided up till now has been false.
It hasn't been false. I haven't lied, it's just
what?
It's just I was a bit confused on the bit about the criminal leaving the scene. Missions von Karma and her whip told me not to talk about what I really saw.
Order, order! I will have order. Cisco von Karma, how could you?
Yeah, you take a bow, Queen. Your Honor. You had heard the truth from this witness. You might have exactly the same opinion as I have.
What opinion is that?
It's not funny.
That's enough out of you. I'm going to listen to what he has to say. Now then, let's hear the truth about what you say you saw, Mr. Curls.
Oh, you're not gonna believe this, but it's all true, I tell you. Try not to waste our time with your idiotic drivel. Oh man. The truth. We're getting down to it. I'm gonna see flew away. Now it's time for our next segment, Mo Knows! Everything that I've said up until now has been the truth. When I looked out the window, the ringmaster was down and Max was standing above him. He wasn't wearing his white roses, but he was wearing the silk hat. That's when I saw he... Oh my god, he flew away. This is the truth now. Get ready for it. He flew. He jumped up and flew through the air. Flew right off and disappeared into the darkness.
Oh my god.
That's why there were no footprints. Blind people don't leave footprints. Oh. I told you it wasn't fun. You believe me now?
Well, that was, manipulative words.
Maximilian Galactic is a world-class magician. Believe the scene of the crime by flying? There's no way that actually happened.
You're right.
Why is she right? You believe the other witnesses. Why don't you believe me? Especially since it's the best part of the story.
To be honest, this is the first time I've heard of a flying criminal. What do you think about this witness testimony, Mr. Wright?
I mean, he has to be telling the truth. To some regard. What he just said was so strange, I don't think he would have made it up.
Which means that he's telling the truth.
That's what I think. Hey, wait. That means that Max actually used magic? Yikes, you're right. Ah! Only a foolish-looking fool could be fooled by such a foolish fool's foolish dream. Don't be ridiculous. Magic does not exist.
She is right, though. I suppose I will let you all in on my thinking regarding this matter. If the criminal disappeared into the sky, I'd love to believe that. But I just can't wrap my head around how that could actually happen.
You imbecile. If you disregard a need for proof, Miss Von Karma's case is sound.
However, I've got the feeling that this case is in dire need of more investigation. Thus, I will conclude today's proceedings at this point. It is an undisputed fact that the criminal has left no footprints at the scene. Tomorrow, I want us to find out the reason behind this mystery of mysteries. Okay. I believe that's enough for today. Court is adjourned.
2:53 p.m. District Court, defendant lobby, number 5.
Hey, sweeties, what in the world is going on?
That's what I want to know. They say the criminal flew off into the air and disappeared. Max, I can't believe I'm asking you this, but you didn't fly that night, did you? I know you didn't mean to ask me such a fabulously stupid question. I can't fly whenever I please, it's not that easy. But it's so effortless for you on stage.
It's not that simple, I'm not actually flying on stage. There's invisible wires and have them hoist me through the air.
Wow. You're showing me the secret to your magic.
No, I broke the first rule, the cardinal rule, the only rule!
I'm sorry, Max.
It made you break your magician's creed to never reveal the secret of their tricks.
Nick, what do we do now?
All we can do now is hope we find the flying criminal in court tomorrow.
Great idea! Let's do our best to catch this sucker. I think I might know who it was. No, I could be wrong. I don't think it's Mo, I don't think it's Ben. It's obviously not Max. It's for 29th, 3 p.m. No offices. Nick?
What is it?
I've got a confession to make. I'm terrible at figuring out magic tricks.
Magic tricks?
Yep, magic tricks are by their very definition tricks, right? But I can never figure out the tricks when I see them. That's because the tricks are performed by pros. They do it so you can't guess the trick. But the trick Pearly showed me was incredible. Was it a magic trick? What kind of trick was it? Let's see. It looked like she pulled the end of her own thumb on. Or she put her right thumb next to her left hand and then it just separated. She can move it up and down and everything. It was incredible. Really? Was it kind of like this? What? How'd you do that? Nick, you're like a real magician. See, this is why I just can't figure out magic. I'm no good at it. Especially hard tricks like flying away from the scene of a murder. You'll take all the fun out of magic if you keep trying to figure it out. Well, I don't know. For some people, figuring out the tricks is the fun part. How do I like it? I like trying to figure out the tricks and how they work. I think it can be fun. Even if it's not necessarily like the best, but whatever. Okay. Let's do any ideas? I think we know what to do. The answer is go to the well, I guess we go to the Dennis Center first. Try to talk to Max more. Oh, my sweeties! You mind hurrying up and getting me out of this place? We're doing our best, Max. Just hang in there. A little while ago, some people from a local TV station came by. And since I'm a famed magician, they said, let's make you your very own TV special. Really? What kind of TV special? Maximilian Galactica, The Great Prison Escape, would be aired live. Hey, that sounds like it would be an awesome special. If I did the special before I'm acquitted, they'll never let me out of here before I'm acquitted. I can read. They'll never let me out of here for real. Well, it would surely be an unnecessary addition to your troubles with the law. That's what I was thinking, but the production staff is already working on the show. If you don't get me out quick, I'll have no choice but to stage a real prison break. You seem awfully calm about that possibility. I'd have no choice. It would be a contractual obligation. That's show business. Night of the crime. You didn't happen to fly from the sky, did you?
Yes, everything went down, sweetie. At the time of the murder, I was sitting in the ringmaster's room. Not to mention, looking off into the sky is not just something I can do at will. I don't care what the Stoogie clan says, it wasn't me. Max, do you mind teaching me the trick behind flying? You'll have to forgive me, sweetie. The difference between me and cheap imitation magicians is that I keep my mouth shut. I don't teach people tricks, but I will say this much. It's much harder than you think. I mean, it requires a lot of balance. Core strength. Probably. I was thinking about this in the court today. I've got a favor to ask of you. Anything for you, sweetie. Be friends with the other performers in the circus. Fabulous, a great joke. Why to be friends with a bunch of hacks like them? But I've won on the world's stage. I won the International Grand Prix. National Grand Prix? Performers should always look to perform on the world stage. The performers at this circus are completely and utterly devoid of ambition. That is something that I can simply not tolerate. Ambition, no. But what Max just said rings true to my ears. Oh, my sweetie. What heard about the Grand Prix, don't they? My sweetie what heard about the Grand Prix. To be honest, though, I've told the story like 100 times already, so it's a bit boring. I try to make you tell it again. You must not have heard me. I'm really sick of telling this story. What can you do? I'm Maximilian Galactica. I suppose I can tell it again. Voila! Here, take a look at this. I just happen to have a picture from the Grand Prix with me. Just look at that fabulous stage. It was the first stage that I ever flew on. I flew right over the audience. The crowd erupted in a applause. At that time, I thought to myself that I could die right then and die a happy man. I'll never forget how I felt that night. The emotions, the acclaim. Wow. By the way, I think everyone who's a performer should get to experience the feeling. I just wish I could send it to the people in the circus. It's incredible, Max. I want a trophy too. Hey Nick, how about you buy me a trophy? It's not how you earn a trophy, Maya. My sweeties, you can have this picture of my triumph. Just make sure you show it to all the other members of the circus. Look and learn! That's what you should tell them. Know how to get thrown into jail? Have we gone out of the court, right? No, I don't think it's a bad idea, man. I think I might do that. Show them the picture, that is. So tonight, the Big Berry Circus entrance. You hear that? Sounds like two people arguing. Alright, let's do this. Are you ready? Yes. Wait. Wait, you're whining. Just give this a shot already. Alright, let's go. Row your boat. Row your boat. Row your boat. What are you doing? Gently down the stream. Come on, you know that. I'm trying my best, but rather, this isn't gonna work. You enjoy saying dumb things? You're gonna have to be on your own stunt. You're gonna be on your own someday. You can't handle something as simple as this. What are you gonna do then? Hello, Ben. Hello, you too, Trilo. What are you doing here? Can't you see we're on a secret crash training course? I'm sorry. Secret crash training course? Whoa. Yeah, Ben wouldn't give up until I said we'd try out his idea for a new routine. So, we're trying to thing it around for our new ventriloquist match. In a round? Wait, do that? That's incredible. See? Even they are surprised by the idea, I told you. They're not the only ones. You even surprised me with your idea. Once we got a grip on the basics, it's just a matter of practice. You think so? Oh, I almost forgot. I wanted to give this back to you. Ah, there it is. Now that I've got this ring back, it's time to take one more shot at Regina. I think you already testified in court today? You want to talk about what we saw, right? Yes. At first we thought it was the old man. I was looking at his walk and how he acted, right, Ben? Oh yeah, that's right. And then we said hello and didn't even reply. Not to mention he was draped to those gaudy symbols. What would you have thought if he wasn't wearing those symbols? Man, what do you think, Ben?
What? Oh, I would have thought it was the Ringmaster.
Something just isn't adding up here. What are they really saw? I think I know what they saw. Something I can ask about Regina.
I'm completely serious about her. That's why I've been waiting for her even now.
Really? That's so sweet. But if they wanted to see Regina, shouldn't you check out the tent?
Ah, you haven't got a clue about things, do you, sweetheart?
Eh?
Waiting like this is part of being in love.
How so?
If you had a clue, you would know that waiting is such sweet, wonderful torture. Your body aches for your partner's love. That's the best parts.
Yeah, I knew that. Poor Maya. You're so red, she looks like a vine-ripe tomato. So how's this new routine working out?
You do just take a chill pill already. Our routine's a secret. They're going to take the ventriloquism world by storm. It'll be a real revolution.
That's incredible.
Let me make one thing clear. We're not going to take on the world just because that jerk said we should. That jerk? Max Galactica. So much should aim for the world. Who does he think he is?
Philo, you seem really all fired up about this.
He needs to realize that he isn't the only one who can conquer the world stage.
You're right. You're right.
Mark my words, Untitled will win the Grand Prix.
You're the man now, doll.
Row your boat. Will be the key to a glorious victory.
Not on your parade, but wouldn't a more mature song be best?
There, you gotta start somewhere, right? Don't screw this up, you gotta be a part of this too.
Stop punching me.
Stop!
Stop! Stop it! Stop hitting him! Do you mind taking a look at this? It's... I guess we know that's wrong. Alright. The big top. Yeah. I'm trying 20, a very big circus. Big top. Huh? Where's Regina? I don't know. She's with that tiger? I don't want to find out. Let's hope we can get out of here. Nick, kind of a chicken, aren't you? No. I'm just, no, those are just wild tigers. I don't suppose there's anything new. Doesn't look like there's anything new. So... let's check out the Ringmaster's room, I guess. Actually, the Ringmaster had their talk in this room. That could have been when the Ringmaster put on Max's costume and went outside. Why did he do that anyway? Was it really that cold or something? Possibly. Could they use when the visitors coming? My kind of table? What was that? How long do you think I am anyway? Alright, also there's really nothing new here. And also no Regina. So then I guess... we can do the cafeteria, maybe. I'm trying to think about cafeteria. I haven't cleaned this place up yet. I only got one look at the state of this place. She'd slap whoever was charged across the face. I made it never invited in my own office. Keep your cafeteria clean. Entrance... I guess lodging house. Oh, Tues-Thurs. You look like you just got hit by a truck. Can you get some rest?
I'm taking a rest right now, pal. I've been listening to some crazy clown's life story. Miss Von Karma told me to come down here and do this for her.
Yeah, I figured as much.
Let me tell you something, pal. This old clown sucks all your energy. I mean, he's done talking, he looks at you like you should be doing something.
I think he's waiting for you to laugh at his jokes.
I know that, pal. You have any idea how much your face hurts if you fake laughing that much?
This guy really fixed you up bad this time, didn't she? Yeah, that's me. She should be listening to Mo herself.
No way, pal. You're not gonna get me to backbite a woman with a whip. No way.
Why are you defending her?
Prosecutor Von Karma's always got her eyes on us. And every time you definitely don't want her to show up, ooh, there she is. Don't show up. 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 Looks like she wound him up pretty tight. She's directly above us as we speak. Huh? How's that possible? According to the clown, the culprit jumped from here and disappeared into the sky. If that's what happens, it means the killer passed right through this window, pal. Oh, I see. Who lives in that room, behind the window up there? The acrobat's got his room up on the 3rd floor, it seems. Pretty soon, Miss Von Karma's gonna start her investigation up there. Don't get any ideas going up the acrobat's room. Got it, pal? Yeah, Francisca Von Karma. She's done with her investigation. I'll go up there and check it out. I'm gonna talk to Mo, I guess. Where's Mo's? Mo's not here. If he was here, you'd have been able to tell even before you stepped into his room. You would have heard him laughing away. Ah, ha, 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 ha. What do you think he's laughing at when he's all by himself? I just thought he was just thinking up new jokes. Well, wish the lips were. Yeah, probably. Oh. Oh, that's it. That's the place I can go to, huh? Alright, anything new anywhere? Doesn't look like it. Okay. Oh, no. Cafeteria. Oh, right! Welcome to the wonderful, the fabulous, the cafeteria! She's in an awfully good mood. Alright, you know what time it is. Riddle time! Why does everyone cry when they eat Mexican pizza? Is it because it's not Mexican or pizza? I don't know. Come on, you can answer this, it's easy. Because cafeteria Mexican pizza is possibly a weapon of bowel destruction? Wrong. Try again. Okay, what do you think, girly? I got it. Okay, what is your answer? Because they are in the cafeteria? Exactly! It's an incredibly sad place, that cafe. Oh god, my throat is so dead. I did it! What's going on? He's being too nice. Actually, that was a great time. I'm gonna be right back. I gotta go fill up my water bottle. My throat is dying. So I will be back in a couple of minutes.
Oh boy, alright. You're back though. Investigation, day 2. Oh man. Alright. Oh. We just met Mo again. Time to go talk to him, I guess. Which we can go ahead and do right now! Today's been a really crazy day, hasn't it? You're telling me. I didn't think it was going to be so tough. Oh. Yeah. It was a tough crowd. How could you call a crowd that refuses to laugh? For instance, it was such a tough crowd. This morning I had to smash watermelons. Huh? Told them all a great story and even great jokes, but no one busted out laughing. Even used the famed no shoes, no shirt, no service show. Exactly! I gotta laugh at a stunning comedy like that. Sure. Are you 100% sure about your testimony today? I saw what I saw, I swear. That creep just flew through the air. It wasn't exactly flying per se, it was more like floating. The silhouette of his face made me positive it was Max. I don't see a Cyclops. You must be telling the truth. That is true. There are no Cyclops here. Which means... Take this photo. Ah, not this picture. Showed it to you guys too. Huh? You seen it as well? Well, you know what they say about Maximilian Galactica. He really gets around. Okay. Oh yeah. You didn't just show me that picture. What do you mean? He showed me his bust too. Let me tell you, that thing is enormous. It's in this picture, I think. He'd make us worship it every day. He made us bow to his greatness. He's got a big bust? I wouldn't mind hearing more about Max's bust. Not that I'm into that sort of thing. Wow. You can really see the yellow influences. Alright, I guess we'll go talk to him about that then. It's just so ham-fisted, though. Oh, I'm not only fabulous, but in this picture I'm the king of the world. I got a fabulous trophy and a super fabulous bust. That's pretty cool. I wouldn't mind seeing your trophy someday. If you want to see one of my awards, you should just go to the cafeteria. The cafeteria? You mean the one inside the Circus tent? Of course, the trophy isn't there, but the bust that I won is. It's in the cafeteria? We were just there yesterday. Nick, did you see a bust anywhere inside the cafeteria? No, I didn't. I didn't see it. Oops. Well, I suppose... Big Top? Cafeteria. Strange, there's nothing on top of the stand. Look here, Max has written on it. It must be his VIP table? Maybe a bit smaller, maybe a VIP table? We're really putting on a 10-course meal in this. You have hamburgers, right? That's gotta be the bust it's supposed to be. 30 plates. Can't send a mess, Nick. Yeah, you two are going to help us restore the order of this cafeteria. What are you talking about? You're gonna help too? Piles can't clean. You have to throw pies, not clean them up. I'm a bust-a-gut boy, not a bust boy. Get it? It was 2 jokes in one. I'm fat and funny. Get it? Yes, no, we got it. Well, she can get it. Yeah, so where is it? Because it should be, like, right here. Oh. Max's must have been on the small table over there. There's nothing over there. Really? Oh, yeah. When was it? I'd say about 5 days ago. All of a sudden, the bus disappeared. It disappeared? If you want to see it, there's a photo on the bulletin board over there. Max just had to put the picture up. Well, hey, that was really cool. Hey, I want someone to make a bust of me. Sure, as long as I'm not paying for it. Aww. Max G bust added to the record. Looks like I'm moving a JRPG Max G bust. Watch out, I'll use my Max G bust! Is there anything else that's changed about this place? Nope, nothing's changed that I can see. I wonder if he's actually thinking about this, or if he's thinking about that joke. Oh, no, I'm drawing a blank here. Quiet Mo is a good Mo in my book. I guess there aren't any other things that have changed, huh? Well, there's this one teensy tiny thing that does seem different. Tell us, tell us. Well, in the morning of the crime over on that bulletin board, this piece of paper was posted front and center. Piece of paper? It's torn, so I don't know what it said, but I can see its title. Yikes. It says, "To the murderer." Murderer? Yep, that's what it says, but the rest is ripped off. And I don't know who posted it. When did you find this? The morning before the murder? Or the murder? Yeah, the ringmaster was killed the night after this paper was discovered. Who in the world posted this thing? On the day of the crime. It's to the murderer. Nick, I think you better follow up on this important lead. I agree. Alright, now that I've actually talked about the boss. Okay. Just checking. I think we'll go talk to Maxi. We'll try to talk to Maxi. Oops. Okay. In that case... I guess I can present the picture of the boss. What about this? Fabulous! Can I sign it for you? Do you know anything about this note? The morning of the murder, it was posted on the wall in the cafeteria. I do know all about that note. When I read it, my heart suddenly skipped a beat. Your heart skipped a beat? Well, I was enjoying my morning tea. The ringmaster and company entered the room. And company? I guess it wasn't really a company, it was just the ringmaster and my sweetie pie. When the ringmaster read the note, he an incredible bright red. All of a sudden he tore it off the wall and shoved it in his pocket of his tailcoat. Really? Out of curiosity, what in the world was written on that thing? Let's see... Uh-huh? Oh, I don't want to steal the fun from my sweeties. Go and find it on your own. I'm sure you can find it somewhere. You might also want to ask my sweetie pie princess. Alright. Well... then it should be in here. Hey, do you see that? There's a scrap of paper shoved into the pocket of the tailcoat. You know, I've got a feeling I know what that is. That's either half of the note that Mo gave him. Let's hurry up and check that thing out, Nick. I knew it! It's perfectly within piece. What does it say? What does it say? To the murderer. I have conclusive evidence of what took place. Meet me at 10 p.m. tonight at the Lodging House Plaza. At 10 p.m.? When the murder took place. We need to find out who called out the ringmaster. Not updated in the court record. Interesting. Okay. What? Mo's gone. There's a message on the bulletin board. I'm hungry, so I'm off to get some hamburgers. Love, Mo. Hamburger. Thinking about it is making me hungry. All of a sudden I need a burger bad. All of a sudden I need a new partner bad. That's not very nice, Phoenix. She's just existing. Well, actually, you know what? What do you know about the note?
Would you mind taking a look at this? Yeah, Gumshoe's back. Hi, Gumshoe. Hey, it's the Gumshoe. I'm treating a good job as usual.
Well, I am done with the investigation of the acrobat. Finally. But with this one, Karma. Oh, God, terrible sound.
Nick, what is that? That beeping sound?
It's Miss Von Karma.
Huh?
Every time I hear that sound, she's usually not very far behind.
Some sort of pager or something?
If you don't mind, pal, I'm gonna go ahead and get out of here quick. See you, pal.
I didn't know that Gumshoe couldn't run that fast. Well, for being a flatfoot.
Is a grown man so afraid of a girl still in her teens?
Oh, I did forget she's 18. Well, let's go inside. It's freezing out here. Don't spit. Ah! Ow! Biting his lashes from a lip.
Von Karma!
Sure did appear. It was a real battle today in court, wasn't it, Mr. Phoenix Wright?
Did you have to jump out and scare us like that? What did I do for you?
Tomorrow will be the day my dream finally comes true.
You mean the story of my defeat at your hands making the the national news?
National news? You possess such a small sense of scale. The global news, Mr. Phoenix Wright. Your miserable plight will be known internationally.
I think she might be overestimating the importance of a win by just a smidge.
Miss Von Karma, you should get your hands onto something big, huh? I mean, she picked up on that much.
Anyone could. She couldn't hide that look of victory with 10 paper bags on your head.
I've got conclusive evidence and a conclusive witness. Do you need any more hints?
A conclusive witness? Who's been the acrobat, right?
I'm putting in the summons for him to be called as well as a witness as we speak. It's the final nail in your coffin, Mr. Phoenix, right?
Yeah, I get it already.
You want to beat and destroy me.
I wish you'd beat and destroy me, you know what I'm saying?
Can't worry about her. I gotta try and find out more information myself. Why do you keep giving Nick the evil eye? It doesn't matter if you prove you're the defendant guilty tomorrow. Nothing will be able to bring your dad back.
My dad?
You must mean the esteemed Manfred von Karma. Of course, your dad. I know you miss him. Enough out of you. Or why didn't you get a mouthful of whip? Now, not I ever bring up my papa's name in this, or any other conversation. Then, what's this revenge thing you're talking about? You don't understand, Mr. Phoenix, right? I have to see him again. One more time.
Him?
I'm sure you know whom I refer. Miles Edgeworth. What? Edgeworth? Mr. Edgeworth?
Miles Edgeworth? What do you have about my husband?
Miles Edgeworth? Why would you even bring him up? You haven't forgotten, have you? You know who it was that trained the gifted prosecutor, Miles Edgeworth? Manfred von Karma? Exactly right, it was my papa. That means that Edgeworth was right again. Miles was like a little brother to me. Huh, little brother, but Edgeworth and Nick are the same age. Edgeworth. Oh, look at his handsome face. Man who inspired me to become an attorney. I fought against him in a few cases. But a little after that case was over, he vanished. It's your fault he's gone. Huh? It's the truth, isn't it, Mr. Phoenix Wright? Oh my god, and I have the hiccups too. Nick, what does she mean? Edgeworth's death. Edgeworth was never quite the same after that case. The case after that one... He never set foot into court again.
And then one day, he just vanished. All he left was a simple note at the prosecutor's office. Prosecutor Miles Edgeworth chooses death. That was 1 year ago. It was a few months after you left to go back home. Mr. Edgeworth? He's dead? I don't believe it. He's still alive, I'm sure of it. Somewhere in this world, he's still alive. Prosecutor Miles Edgeworth chooses death? Of course he did. You ruined his reputation as a prosecutor. You effectively killed the prosecutor in him. Just like your victory muddied honorable name Von Karma. I'm going to find him. Then, I'm going to teach him his rightful place with my own 2 hands. Nick? Mr. Edgeworth? I already told you this once. Don't make me do it again. Don't bring up his name in front of me again, okay? Too many painful memories. I don't want to think about the love that I have lost. Yeah? Miss Von Karma? What? I don't know if you're God's gift to prosecutors or not. But I've had about enough of you. Him too. But I don't know what happened. Dog is all bark and no bite. He's already been defeated. Regardless, I have nothing to inform you to of today. Tomorrow will be the greatest corporate battle this country has ever seen. Nick? Let's go. We need to talk with the performer on the 3rd floor. I'm sorry about it, Nick. Hey, dude, that's heavy. Yo, what up, bro? Number 29 Lodging House, 3rd floor. Acro's room. Ooh. I mean... Ooh. I don't... Oh, God. I could be, like, insensitive and just hit it with the classic Native American stereotype voice. That seems a little on the nose. I probably shouldn't... Also, is he in a wheelchair right now? He get injured? Is he okay? Still. So I don't think I will do that. That's the thing I could do. I could do it. But that probably not a good idea. Oh God. I don't even know. You must be Phoenix Wright. Yes. Ken Dingling? Mr. Dingling? Ken Dingling. Wow. Wow. Oh, man. There's Babe. Dingling? That'd be funny. I don't know. Oh God. I mean, something like the tiara too. Like, man, I don't know what to do. I don't know what the circus, everyone just calls me Acro. We'll just go with that, that's fine. Just like a generic dude voice. Mr. Acro? How do you know my name? The detective told me. He said you'd definitely show up here. Acro, you're a member of the circus as well. That's right, I mainly performed on the tightrope or the flying trapeze. But nowadays, all I perform in is my wheelchair. That is so sad. Also, that's very loud music. Acro, why did you join the circus? When I was a kid, my parents failed miserably at business. Then one night, they decided to run away from it all. Without me. The only person who was willing to take my parents' place was the ringmaster. The ringmaster took such incredible care of me, he was truly a lifesaver. It seemed like the ringmaster was truly a saint. He was. That's why I decided to do something very important. I said that I would devote my entire life to finding a way to repay him. And now, look, someone repaid him all the good in his life. It's such a shame. Sometimes I think that he was almost too kind. Perhaps he was too kind to his performers. He was too kind on his daughter. Oh, why did we spoil Regina? Regina's so cute. She truly is a princess. Truly a princess? You sure that's a good thing?
Do I have a hint of a grudge against Regina? I'm sorry to ask, but why are you in a wheelchair?
The nerves of my legs were badly damaged.
And you can't walk now?
I can't even stand now. Since I live on the 3rd floor, I can't even leave this building by myself.
That's awful. The accident happened during an acrobat session, right? Aha.
Cyclops.
It doesn't seem like Acro's injuries were acrobatic in nature.
What's on your mind, Mr. Wright?
Well, exactly when were you injured?
It's been almost 6 months since I was hurt. I injured my legs during practice.
6 months ago? What in the world went on at this circus then? I stopped by yesterday and noticed that you weren't in your room.
I was at the hospital all day yesterday.
Ah, you're there for rehabilitation? What about the murder?
Of course I knew about it. I spoke to the police before they let me to go to the hospital. Before I got the call from the prosecutor, I was convinced that it was a latrine.
Huh.
I just couldn't believe it when I saw what I saw.
What you saw? Who's the others?
What did you see, Acro? That night, I was in bed sleeping when I heard a huge sound coming from below my window.
I see. The thing the crime was right below your window?
Well, that's when I looked out the window.
What did you see?
He was flying straight up into the air.
He?
Maximilian Galactica.
What?
That's what I thought he'd say.
You're absolutely positive that it was Max you saw flying?
I'm absolutely sure there's no doubt in my mind.
Nick?
I don't know about that one, I'll be honest. I don't know. You know?
Well, I just have to know.
What's this?
That's what we wanted to know. It was posted in the cafeteria the morning before the murder.
In the cafeteria?
What happened? He seemed to look incredibly serious.
It's got something to do with her, then you should go straight to the source.
Her?
Regina, ask about it. Ask her about it.
Okay, well, I guess I'll go do that then. Thank you.
Hi.
I had to think about his name for a second, I forgot what it was.
Well, Tiger.
I've got a bad feeling about this. Nick! Wonderful, today's special must be Filet of Phoenix. Stay heal. Oh, Maya, Nick, you guys. I'm sorry, I guess I made a mistake.
A mistake?
Yeah, a little one. I was thinking of teaching whatever primate was out there a lesson, but I was expecting more of a monkey than a human. A monkey? It's a pity about what happened to the ringmaster. Dad? Everyone loves him, didn't they? He must have been quite a man. He was. I love my dad so much. To say it, but she doesn't seem all that broken up about her father. Why I feel so lonely. Now that I won't be able to see him for a while? For a while? Yeah. When Leon died, I talked with my dad and he told me that when someone dies, they just become a star in the heavens. That's a star? It means that my dad is looking down on me from the sky. That's why I love the night so much. I can see everyone who's gone. Someone dies, they just become a star in the heavens. It's kind of sweet. I mean, there's no way that Maya believes that. What do you mean there's no way I believe that? Do you think that one day I'll be a star too? Of course. Really think so? Yeah, you will. I think. I got a feeling that everyone's doing great up there in the sky. If everything's alright with Regina. Just go back and clear something up. Why does she want to teach Money a lesson? Because he's a meanie. That's something that means a lot to me. Something that means a lot to you? It must be something shiny, right? Actually, it's a stage costume. A lot of spangles. It's really beautiful. You should see it. We should? When the costume gets hit by the spotlight, it dazzles. Hey, Mr. Attorney? You saw that monkey? You'd get my costume back for me, wouldn't you? It's really important to me. Oh. I don't have a choice. Sure. Yeah, well, it's us. Guess I'll stop turning down that request. Hey, you really gonna do it? Sure. Sure. Regina, have you ever seen this before? I know what this is. Really? Well, it was in my pocket for a while. It was in your pocket? This paper? It was in your pocket? Hmm? I guess you noticed it was in there around... I guess I noticed it was in there around breakfast time. Breakfast time? Yeah, I always take Acro his breakfast in the morning. That's when I also take out the trash in his room. Then I go to the cafeteria and eat my own breakfast. You realize the piece of paper was in your pocket? Yep, but since I'm not a murderer, I just figured it belonged to someone else's pocket. And then what? I wondered if the person who lost it was in trouble, so... You didn't put on the bulletin board in the cafeteria, did you? I did! I stuck it up there, how'd you know? So it was Regina who put it up there. When did this happen? The morning of the murder, I think? But it spends a lot. I wonder who wrote this. Note up. Or record. Interesting. Interesting. What the box? What about this? What can you tell me? I'm really good at figuring out hard things. Really? Me too? You're such a good talker. I never expected Lion to make a new friend in a strange place like this. That's Pepper, isn't it? From the cafeteria? Huh? It's from the cafeteria. It's not? I remember seeing it there. Oh, this is the cafeteria's Pepper. You know, I'm not a big fan of Pepper. Alright, well... I guess let's go get her costume? Which would... be in, Oh, whoops, wrong way. That'll be in... the Acro's room, right? That's where money takes everything, so... Yeah, it's a huge pile of trash. A man's trash is another monkey's treasure. I guess you're right. Look at all shiny thing. You got a motorcycle exhaust? What do they call this thing? Oh, a tuba, right? Of course it's a tuba, silly. You didn't know that? Hey, it's a picture of Regina. Well, she is a shining beauty. No objections here. Okay. So it's incredibly well made. Almost like a maid made it up. Even the laundry on top of the bed is folded perfectly. I ain't usually about that at all. Something it's supposed to be. I never saw another man for doing something said man cannot do. Huh. I guess maybe... You talked to him, oh, he's got a bunch of costumes everywhere. Ugh. Oh, nothing here. What's that? I hear something. Stop it, Nick. You're scaring me. Oh. Nick, it's Bunny. That monkey's holding something. That's it, that's the thing. That means a lot to Regina, remember? Alright, time to take on this monkey. Attorney style. I mean...
I feel like I have to. Ooh, 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 oh. Ooh, oh. Yikes! Ah! I tried to have a monkey-to-monkey talk with him. We did. Nick, you. I sucked while money was distracted. Ah, you're really on the ball today, Nick. Let me see it. Huh? You can see it fine from where you are. You know what I mean? I only want to try on Regina's costume. Maybe then they'll take you in a circus and I can get some peace and quiet. What's the matter now? It doesn't fit me at all. Well, I guess time for you to lay off the burgers. Not to mention, it doesn't look like something any girl I know would actually wear. And how many girls do you know, Phoenix? Let's be real here. Probably not a lot. Running spangled vest. It's not my size at all. Thank you, court record. I don't know why I need to know that, but okay. Alright then. We got it. Whoops. I'm good at things. I played the games. Here you go. Here you go, Gina. Yay, thank you! You really got it back for me! Don't mention it. I love you, Mr. Attorney. It's nothing. Okay, smelled some mush in front of this girl. Hey, Regina? That costume is yours, right? I tried it on, but it didn't fit me. Huh? Costume? This isn't mine. It was Leon's. Leon's? You know, the lion she told us about? Oh, the one that someone killed. Hold up. Leon, he was killed, wasn't he? That's right. My dad killed him. Whoa, what? Exactly, Maya. Why? Well, and did something really bad during practice. He was sitting down and then he opened his mouth, you know? Ah. Usually when he did that, I would put my head into his mouth. Wait, you put your head into the lion's mouth? I sure did. People in the crowd always love seeing me do that. They'd always start screaming. You sure they were screaming because they love seeing me do that? Anyways. What was the bad thing? Oh, yeah. My aunt bit someone during that practice. Regina. Everything was alright though, right? No, it wasn't alright. That was the problem. My dad was incredibly angry. And that's when Leon. Yeah, he became a star in the sky. Poor thing. The animal shows lion. Got by the ringmaster 6 months ago for biting a performer. Okay. I don't know. Cafeteria? Something smells fantastic. No, it can't be Mo. Wait, you know what it is? It's burgers. Hello. Welcome to the Bistro du Cirque, aka the cafeteria. It smells so good in here. Those burgers look great. She's showing like she's some sort of crazed burger monster. My burgers are the best. Juicy meat, toasted buns, special sauce. They're absolutely irresistible to anyone with a hankering for a burger. One bite will send you to hamburger heaven. Like that, I can tell by the smell. Well, I'm getting hungry too. Burgers must have some kind of special power. The ringmaster is gone. What are you guys gonna do? That's all I thought about the past 2 days. Everyone loved Russell. You've been actor sorry, haven't you? Like how he was adopted when he was younger? He's calmed down a bit now, but he was livid when he heard about the murder. Hector was so upset that he said he couldn't go on. He was that upset? Yeah, he was. Anyway, I gave it some thought. Maybe I should give him a try to be a half-baked clown. I'm thinking of trying the ringmaster shoes. What? Really? Max would still be an issue, though. Max? Maybe a bit mean and hard to work with, but it's hard to argue his importance.
He's probably the reason the circus is still around. A lot of what he says is right. No. All that's left is to see if everyone can get over the tragedy. You know? A tragedy, you know? What are you talking about? What? Ooh, whoops. What are you talking about? Get over it? What tragedy, man? Don't worry about it. It's nothing at all. You asking the tragic death of the ringmaster, right? Yes, that's it. You're right, girly. Dang, dang, dang. Correctamundo! Doesn't he mean dang? No, I mean no disrespect here, but you're lying to us. Eh? No, not at all! What makes you think that?
Just the way you said if everyone can get over the tragedy seemed a bit strange. Sounded like you were talking about something from a long time ago.
Eee.
No, I'm right, aren't I? Ooh, we got 2. Not 2 as well. So now we're getting closer to the truth.
It was about 6 months ago. It was just a little accident. Give me a break. Hustled men have accidents. They were big pants for a reason.
6 months ago, huh? I wonder if I had everything from this. Actually probably, right? But I think I know what he's talking about already. So... let's do it. Bam! Get over it. Well, please tell us what happened 6 months ago. What in the world went on at the circus?
Okay. There's no reason to look so scared when you ask me. Hey, look over there! Some juicy burgers, let's eat instead!
Unfortunately, I'm more of a grilled chicken sandwich man myself. Actually, I've kind of got an idea of what happened back then. No, you said something about an accident. This one happened to be the cause of that accident. What? The cause of the accident? Leon. Right? Leon bit somebody. Specifically, probably bit Acro, paralyzing him from the waist down. I heard a little bit about it from Regina. Leon made a mistake during a practice, right?
How did you... Okay, it's told them so many times. You shouldn't be doing such dangerous acts.
Like putting your head inside Leon's mouth, right?
Yeah, but Regina believed in Leon. She believed so strongly that the ringmaster went along.
He never could say no to her. Curiosity, who's bitten? Come on, Mo. Don't climb up on me now. Who did Leon bite on the head?
Well, I promised I wouldn't say anything.
You promised?
Involved in this too.
He's involved? Huh? What must be talking about? Was this person that you said... the person that you promised you wouldn't say anything? Is this the person you promised? Is it Acro? Endling? Or Ken Dingling? Must have been Acro, right? How did you know? Don't worry about that, Mo. Getting to the bottom of this accident may help solve what happened to the ringmaster.
No way!
And you know the truth about what happened to Russell. Please tell me what you know.
I'm sorry, Acro.
It's okay. Hey, almost got our whole bar back. Good, we're gonna need it. Alright.
Yeah, it's just like you said, you know? The accident.
Did someone die?
No, but it would have probably been better if he had.
What? How would you have been better?
He's still alive. When he got bit, he suffered massive brain damage. He'll never recover from the coma that he's in.
Coma?
All he does now is lie in his bed in the hospital. And that's all he's ever got to be able to do. Or going to be able to do.
I see. How is he related to Acro?
He's his brother.
Oh.
Huh. The first who got bit was Acro's brother.
Brother?
They're an acrobat team of brothers, Acro and Bat. Stop. Good nicknames, I thought. Anyway, they were an incredible team. Get them together in their prime. Who's Echo's younger brother? Sean Dingling. I don't know what to call him, Bat. He fell in love with Regina. And then when her love was his downfall. Everyone seems to fall in love with Regina. 6 months ago, while we were practicing, all of a sudden Bat blurts out, "Let me perform with Leon!" Why do you do that? I don't know. But that's what caused the accident. I'll never forget that moment. It was so strange. Leon had the weirdest look on his face. He was... smiling. You mean Leon? Yeah, Leon. When he bit down, he was smiling. Some sick grin. No way! That's impossible! A smirking lion, a flying murderer? I assume that it's always Mo who catches all these incredible events. Nick, can I smile? We never told the police about the incident. The circus would have been shut down if we had. The next day the ringmaster took Leon out and shot him with a rifle. So that's what really happened. Well, you guys were so serious. What was I supposed to do? I had to tell you. But all this truthfulness has put me in a mood for a burger. Here. You two have some pepper. Shaka, 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 shaka. There he goes again, acting like his normal crazy self. Shoo! Shoo! Nice! What a wonderful sneeze. Huh? Think so? He sneezes with pepper and stuff on a banana peel. With basic clownsmanship. Really? I know you gotta understand that. Nick, I think I'd make a good clown. Hello there, Regina. I've never seen a cuter sneezer. Does Regina sneeze with pepper too? She does! I would always tease her with pepper. But that? From my point of view, those two always look so perfect together. They look perfect together, huh? That's... interesting. So do we have... we do. Okay. Put in the head 6 months ago by Leon. Still in a coma. I don't know if we have everything we need for Acro, but... I suppose it wouldn't hurt to try. Unless somebody will be able to figure it out. Lodging house? Acro's room. Ah, Mr. Wright, back again. Well, he gets to help you back. Hey, there's someone else. In fact, Acro's hiding why his legs were injured. He was hurt in the accident 6 months ago. It would seem that he knows that we know. Well, it seems you've got things you want to talk about, so fire away. Take that! About the wheelchair. I have to ask you, how are you injured? I'm sorry, I thought we talked about this. It was an accident that happened during practice. An accident during practice? Yes, unfortunately acrobats are prone to all sorts of injuries. He's lying. If that were the real cause, there'd be no reason to keep it secret. Acro, are you really telling me that the practice accident was the cause of your injury? I mean, the accident that happened 6 months ago was with Leon, so... Leon? 6 months ago you were attacked by a lion. That's when you were injured. Go. I'm on the right track, I just need to keep going. You're saying that I was attacked by a lion? That's what I'm saying. I'm sorry, Mr. Wright, but I'm an acrobat. I'm no animal tamer. If a lion was coming at me, I'd be running for the exit. Okay, maybe attacked is not the best word to be using. Let me rephrase that as battled the lion. You seem to enjoy telling jokes. Why would I decide to battle a lion? Because you had to fight it. You had to fight it to save someone. His brother... easily? That. It was a shame what happened to your brother 6 months ago. You tried to save him, didn't you? That's how you got that terrible injury.
Mo, he must have told you. Yes, we learned about that from Mo. He didn't mention anything about you in regards to the accident. I suppose it was just a slip of the tongue on his part. That's how I figured it out. A slip of the tongue. Yeah, anyways, they were an incredible team. Down together in their prime. Got down together. That was where he slipped, and that's how I figured it out. They ended up at the center of the same accident together, like always. I see. But an accident is an accident. It wasn't anyone's fault. I still haven't broken Echo's last cycle. Must be one incredibly deep-seated secret. Wasn't anyone's fault. Care to explain more? Acro, I know you're still hiding something from me. Maybe someone you don't seem to like much is the reason you were being evasive. Well, he doesn't seem to like Regina very much. Regina? You always seem calm and collected until you start talking about her. Saying things like she is cruel? Well done, Mr. Attorney. You've got quite the set of eagle eyes. You know, her tiger tried to attack me. Regent tried to attack you? But twice. He wasn't serious, I'm sure. You're not trying to insinuate that I believe she spurred on Leon to attack Bad, are you? Leon was never taught a command to attack people. Regina isn't capable of doing anything like that. Besides, Regina had no reason to want to hurt my little brother. You and Bad were such good friends back then. But you still hate Regina. I've got proof of it. What? What are you talking about? Maybe I ever did it again. If I can hand something over to Acro, maybe it'll... There's proof? Probably the letter, right? Yeah, the note. This... Where'd you get this? Regina posted it on the bulletin board in the cafeteria. Before that, it was in her pocket. Well, I guess I noticed it was there around breakfast time. I always take Acro's breakfast in the morning. You wrote this, and you put it in her pocket. That's right, isn't it? That's right. Well done, Mr. Wright. I have, like, jumped around in, like, 5 different places for him, but I don't know. Alright. My legs were injured by Leon 6 months ago. My younger brother, Bat, had a dare with Regina. A dare? An absurd dare. If I can put my head inside of Leon's mouth like you do, you have to go to the movies with me on a date. That's insane! Didn't you know how dangerous that is? We all thought he was being stupid too. But that lion was very old to begin with. Each brought with it countless experience in doing that very trick. Unfortunately, this particular time, I guess Leon wasn't ready or willing. And that's when the accident happened. He just wanted to take her out. The movies. Or bad. When Leon chomped down, I jumped towards him. And Leon attacked me, and that's how I ended up. What about Bad? Well, he's still in a coma. I went to the hospital yesterday to visit him. I see. I'm still waiting for him to open his eyes again. That's the reason why I keep going. Bad and Regina. They were such great friends. Oh, yeah, I wanted you to take a look at this. What is it? This is the scarf my brother was wearing when Leon attacked him. Oh, it's covered in blood. This scarf? It was a present from Regina to my brother on the day of the accident. When he did it, it looked like he was smiling. He? Leon, obviously. Oh. Well, so what, the clowns? When he bit down on Bat's head, pushed on Leon's face with like a grin. Nick? I know, must have the same thing. What do you think about it all means? You be taking that scarf if you don't mind? Oh. Oh, hi, prosecutee. Miss Von Karma? I've already heard everything. Hand over the scarf. The scarf is evidence in the trial. It's for me to decide. I think we should begin our preparations now, Acro. Preparations? I have served a summons to Acro to appear in court tomorrow as a witness. The prosecutee, that's what she is. She's the prosecutee. Tell me where I'm wrong. Acro, we'll take it. We'll talk more at the prosecutor's office.
Acro, a witness? Acro, let's go to the office. Yes, ma'am. Oh boy. Now what do we do, Nick? How are we gonna handle tomorrow? Don't worry about it, I'll figure something out. She full confidence. Must have found something you can use. It's all beginning to come together now. It's strange. I think I know what happened. I'm now actually unclear on who the murderer is, but also I think I know who it is. I mean, it's one of two people. That's all there is to it. And I think I'm leaning more towards the one that I didn't expect. Not the one that I initially thought. But I think I know what happened. It's interesting. Because it would explain a lot of the things if it's the person that I'm thinking of is now. But I'm gonna keep that secret. I think I know what transpired. At least as far as the past. Though I don't know why. I can't say that I know why it happened, but I'm assuming what happened is that Scarf was given intentionally to Bat, so that the lion would bite on him. I have no reason or any evidence or anything to think that, but that's what I think. I think that's what happened. And I don't know why Regina would do that. Also, Regina seems kind of sus in general. Like something about her, I don't know. I mean, like everyone apparently is in love with this random 16-year-old girl. To the point where a puppet and like a 34-year-old man are trying to propose to her. That's kind of weird. Obviously, the accident happened. Acro was like, "No, my brother," and then fought the tiger. Not the tiger, the lion. Got injured. Now resents her because maybe he knows it's a setup, but didn't want to lead it on for some reason. Or he assumes the same. Or just hates her because that happened. I don't know. And then the lion was killed. And then, and there we go. And now... I don't know. It's so weird. It's got to be one of two people, right? I mean, I don't know, but like it's got to be Regina or Acro, right? Like it has to be one of those two, and both of them make sense. Right? Regina because her dad killed the lion, but. What if it's... Oh, that's a good point. It could have been the judge as well. Oh man, I don't know. He could have killed the judge because he doesn't understand the circus. Or rather, what was it? What did he say? Like his nephew, his grandson, really likes the magician. Maybe he's like, well, I'm cool too, like the magician dude, but you never come to my trials. What's up with that? I don't know. That could be a thing. Anyways. God, it feels weird because it's a little early on the time. I know this trial is going to take like 2 hours. But it'll probably take like an hour and a half, honestly. But it'll be a hot minute. And I don't... Unfortunately, that'll take us way too over. So I think... No, I already saved it, but I'm going to resave it because that's just how I am. I think we're going to call it there. For today. We'll get the trial done tomorrow, and then probably start up the final chapter, Farewell My Turnabout. Which will be interesting. I know nothing about it. But I do know one thing about it. And it's been kind of happening in the background, the plot development for it. So we'll see. Been brought up a few times at least by a couple of people. Here and there from time to time. This is going great. This is definitely one of the weirder trials I've done, honestly. It's like, it seems so straightforward, but also absolutely insane. Like, a dude gets murdered carrying a box with a single jar of pepper in it. Like a massive 20-pound box with just pepper in it. And then the murderer just flies into the air? Like, what? It's so strange, but also it's like very straightforward. Like, yeah, this guy just got killed, and we know who it is, and that's it. It's not ridiculous. Like, what if it's not ridiculous like the samurai one, where it was literally, but what if the victim was actually the murderer? It definitely is a it's a weird kind of case. I don't know, man. It's so weird. But I'm enjoying it. It's fun. It's a good time. Uh, but until next time, unfortunately, we won't get to see any more of the prosecutee today. We'll see her again tomorrow, though. We'll see a lot of her tomorrow, I'm sure. I mean, we saw a lot of her today too, because she was in the investigation for once. It's very rare that you actually see the prosecutor in the investigations, huh? I don't think they've popped up that often in Case 1. I mean, there was like Von Karma the one time, when he literally assaults you and steals your evidence. And then, I mean, I guess Edgeworth in like the fifth case, but that was also like a DLC one, so technically came like well after. So I don't know, maybe not. Even then, I feel like you don't talk to Edgeworth that well. I don't know. I guess Edgeworth is like tied to the case though because it's his car, so it makes sense that you'd want to talk to him. Like you don't talk to the prosecutors very much. You don't cross their path very often, despite the fact that you're literally doing the same investigations. So it's nice to see Von Karma and have a wonderful dialogue about our wonderful boy Edgeworth, the real main character of the Ace Attorney franchise, with his own side game, which is actually the only main series game. Everything else is a side game. Clearly. Especially the ones that don't include him, like Apollo Justice. Which I still need to play. Literally only because the prosecutor in that game is super hot. Nothing else. I'm not even gonna pretend like there's any other reason. The dude is great. I love him. I know very little about him other than that he is very attractive and he plays guitar because he is in a band and a rock star. And I love it. Still, I mean, there's actually a lot of really good character designs just in the Ace Attorney franchise in general. Everyone's just so like good looking. Everyone looks great. Well, not everyone. There's a few characters that are like, but there's a lot of cute characters in Ace Attorney, like Edgeworth and Von Karma. Manfred, of course, not Francisco. That'd be weird. I'm rambling on about nothing. So I'm gonna get out of here because we don't need to be rambling on about nothing. Man, I don't understand. I gotta figure out what's up with the D&D Beyond extension. It's showing it up right now for me, which I guess might just be a me thing, but it is set so that it shouldn't be visible unless I'm streaming D&D, which is weird, and I don't understand why that happens. That's a thing I can figure out later. It doesn't particularly matter right now. So I guess for the normal stuff, if you don't know, there's a pods channel. Go check out the pods. See the parts of the cases you missed, and also the entirety of Ace Attorney 1. It's all there. All of it. All the playthroughs. It's on there. Exclamation point VODs. There's links elsewhere as well. All of that'll do it. That's a thing. You can go watch them. They're cool. They're fun. I'm having such a fun time with this. Even if my throat is not. My throat hates it. But I'm having a great time. Because I enjoy these games. They're super fun. Highly recommend them as well to anyone who has not played the series. Highly recommend all of them. They're all great. I have really only ever experienced one, but I knew kind of random things about the others here and there. Yeah, there's just a lot of characters. And, you know, you want to make them somewhat unique and also reflective of who they are, but also when you have no idea who they are, you're like, sure. We're winging it. So I end up creating ridiculous, non-sustainable voices. But it's always a good time. It's fun. I mean, I could just read them all in my normal voice, but that wouldn't be fun. You gotta have some flair with it. You gotta have some fun. Still, there's that. It's also a lot of writing. I mean, it's all writing. It's a visual novel. Well, I guess is it considered a visual novel? I don't know. Probably. I mean, Twitch has it marked as a visual novel in the tags, so I guess I'm not wrong in stating that. Which I guess makes sense that it would be one. What am I looking for? I'm looking for the settings for tension. I never remember where these are. Up in your stream? I don't know. Still. But thank you to everyone who stopped by, said hi. Oh, there we go. There's literally a tab called extensions. It also says it's not activated right now. What? I don't. Set as overlay 1, I guess. Cool. And then settings. Don't mind me doing things in the background. Overlay settings. Only on hover. That. Well, I need to update it anyways. That's interesting. So if it wasn't even active, why was it popping? I don't know. Regardless, that's all stuff for me to figure out later. Thank you to everyone who stopped by, said hi, anyone who's enjoying it in the background. It's fun. I enjoy it. These games are great. Highly recommend them. Play them. Buy them. Support the developers. Capcom, give me money. Sponsor me. I'm kidding. But also not, because you make great games. And I've been playing a lot of Capcom games, apparently a lot lately, since we played the entire Devil May Cry franchise, and then also Ace Attorney like immediately after. So clearly, Capcom, money, sponsor me, hire me, do whatever you want, except for sue me. Don't sue me, that would be bad. Anyways. Anyone who is watching on the VODs, as I mentioned them earlier, there's links and stuff. Thank you as well. I also appreciate that, even if I don't really do a whole lot with it. I mean, it's just kind of there, and I just kind of let it be its own thing. It's really more so there just so that we can have the VODs available. And I'll be back tomorrow, where we'll do the trial, see more of the cutest prosecutee. And I don't know. Start the final trial, whatever that entails. I honestly don't know. I've never played Attorney 2, nor 3, but I know the fun that's going to be had in 3, because oh man, is that prosecutor amazing. His introduction is the best thing ever. And he's probably one of my favorites for the lines in that alone. But we'll get to that when we start 3, which will probably be sometime next week. Maybe. I don't know. It depends on how long this final case goes. But I'd assume we'll probably be done with the final case like Tuesday, Wednesday next week. So we'll definitely be starting 3 next week, I think. It shouldn't be later than that, I don't think. So until then, we can continue our wonderful lawyer adventures.